Hello, everyone. Is the right mic on? Let me make sure I have the right mic on here. Where's it at? Audio mic is the mic. Yeah. I think the mic's working. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. How is everyone doing? I am here by myself right now. This topic might have scared the panel, to be honest. This topic might have scared the panel. I don't know. We're going to see. I didn't see anybody say they weren't coming, but it is always a possibility that this could be too hot of a topic for people to want to touch. And I understand. I think we'll see some people show up. Anyway, we started at 11. I think 11 is going to be the default time. It's kind of a compromise instead of starting at 10:30, starting at 11, just a little bit earlier, and then spending the first sort of half an hour as like a pre-show where we are talking about stuff that isn't like the main topics. Because that's typically how it is. Usually we don't even get into a main topic until like 30 or 40 minutes into the stream. So I think we're going to start doing it that way moving forward. We'll see what happens. We'll see where we go with that. Anyway, I hope everybody's having like a good week. I mean, as best as it can be. Forgot to share my referral link here for StreamYard. There we go. We'll drop that in. Yeah, shout out to everybody in the chat. The main topic for tonight, because I think it's going to be a long topic, is we're going to talk about what happened with Jimmy Kimmel, and not so much just that, but what that means for Disney as a company and why I think it's happening and why a lot of people think that this went down the way it went down. And I don't think it's over. I think there's a lot more to talk about in regards to that. Now, you guys know on the Nerdcast, I try to keep the political stuff out of it as much as I can. If you want to hear me talk about politics, we do the showcast on Wednesday on my AirrickDebunks channel with the initiative. And so that's typically where I kind of talk about all my political stuff, is on that. However, this time, again, as it's been several times this year, this political topic crosses over into the stuff that we would normally talk about here. So there's really no way to discuss what I think is going on with Disney without discussing like what's happening politically, if that makes any sense. So it's not a really good place to be. Like if I was trying to avoid talking about that directly, because there's no way to cover one without covering the other. So there we go. Hey, Joe, what's going on? I don't think you're in the Discord yet. If you would like a link, just tell me. I'll send it over. We'll send it over. I don't think we can skip it, though. I don't think we can, because I think this could affect everything Disney is doing next year. Right? I don't think it would be ethically sound for me to skip over what could probably be one of the biggest things to hurt Disney in a long time. Because people would say, oh, you're just shilling for Disney and you don't want to talk about anything bad that Disney does. So I think I have to talk about this, right? I have to, because if I don't, then I would just be ignoring the bad things that happen to Disney, and everyone would just go, oh, you're ignoring Disney. And, you're not talking about anything that Disney is doing that you don't like. So I think ethically and logically, I have to talk about this. So yeah, I think I am. You know what? I will go ahead and just send you the link on email for now, and we'll get the Discord stuff sorted out for you later on. Hold on, let's do this here. Look, the political part of it, I know, because a lot of people don't want to talk about politics. I understand. And I sympathize with you guys. I wish we didn't have to talk about it either. I just don't. Actually, Joe, the last link I gave you should work. If you click on the link that I sent to you last time, that should work. I'm very well educated and up to date on things politically. I just don't typically like to talk about them on the Nerdcast, if that makes any sense. I would prefer to save them for other things, but the biggest news today was people are canceling Disney Plus and they're canceling their trips to Disney. And if we're going to talk about that, I have to talk about the reason why. You know what I mean? That's kind of where we are at the moment. We'll get into that in a little bit, though. We'll get into that in a little bit. I want to wait to see if a few more people want to show up. We have other stuff to talk about. There's another Fantastic Four scene that was released. So we'll take a look at that. I think that's going to be kind of interesting. What else do we have here? Let me check my notes and stuff. All right. Close that out. Open up comments. There we go. Okay, so Gen V Season 2. I have seen the whole thing, and I'll give my thoughts on it, but I didn't want to schedule it as a topic until everyone else, all the other panelists let me know if they're watching it or they're not watching it. So I will talk about it here. Like, I'll give my opinion about it and my thoughts on the first 3 episodes. I have a lot to say about Gen V. It's okay. Before we even get there, because we'll get there later, I love it more than The Boys. I think it's a better show than The Boys. That's just my personal opinion. Maybe that's a hot take. I don't know. I think it's a better series than The Boys. I enjoyed the first season. I was looking forward to the second season. We just binged it as quickly as possible. So I like it more than The Boys. As far as the context this season and the stuff they're doing, I've got some positives and negatives about it. I still think it's a better show than The Boys, but I just have a few opinions about it. You know what I mean? But yeah, we will talk about. I want to wait and see if anybody else is watching it. Like when everybody, if they ever arrive, I will ask them if they're interested in talking about it, and we'll discuss it. If they don't show up and it's just us tonight, then I will talk about it at a certain point. I don't want to give too much. We do our spoiler chat on Peacemaker on Mondays. But I will say that I like this episode a lot more than last episode. But it felt shorter. I don't know if it was shorter, but it felt shorter. It felt like a shorter episode. So let's see. What else do I have in my we'll talk about what they were planning on doing with T'Challa. What if there was a little bit of news on that. There's some Batman animated stuff that I bookmarked. I want to rant about something for a second. I was going to make a video on this, but I just want to talk about it here. So what I typically do is like 24 to 48 hours before we do the Nerdcast, I go online, I go to Reddit, I go to Twitter, I go to Blue Sky, I go everywhere looking for topics that I think are going to be interesting. I'll use Google Trends to see if anything is trending on Google. There is so much fake AI, not just images, but like fake AI stories that are put out on social media. Entire accounts that are just AI generated. I had to block so many of them with just complete lies about Marvel and DC. Just complete, like 100% made up stuff. And they're spreading like wildfire. And it makes it so difficult when you're searching like a hashtag or you're trying to find something specific, like a topic, and you go to search for it, and all you find are fake AI accounts. It's really, really fucking annoying. And I don't think Twitter's doing anything about it. I know Facebook's not doing anything about it. Reddit is trying, but Reddit is still filled up with it. I mean, I don't know if you guys totally understand what I mean when I talk about this, but it's a lot. It's a lot. AI was a mistake. Yeah. You said you liked both. Do you mean both episodes? Is that what you're talking about? Peacemaker? You like last week and this week episode? Is that what you mean? Yeah, I don't know. Lone Wolf. Not totally sure. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do for the next. By the way, I did the goal right tonight. It's set for 3 hours, so we have 3 hours to hit the goal instead of 2. Last week, I don't know what I was thinking when I did that, but this week it's 3 hours, 10 super chats, any tier in the Reloaded channel. The next things we're going to do, it's not going to be a top 5 list. This was inspired by some of the discussions we had on Tuesday. We're just going to do discussion topics, and I think these will be kind of fun. So if we hit the goal, these are, and you guys get to pick. It's, is the MCU over forever? That's one of them. Was the DCEU actually any good? People have to defend their positions on this. We give our hottest takes ever. So everybody on the panel comes up with a few of their hot takes, and we'll see where that goes. And was the Arrowverse actually bad? One of those topics will be one of our major topics for a stream, in like not the next stream, but one of the next couple streams. And you guys get to pick if we hit our goal tonight. And again, it's 3 hours, so it's plenty of time. We have some special guests that just arrived as I was chatting. So we have Joe in the house. Good to have you, Hi. Joe. I made the link that I sent you a permanent link in the email, so you should be able to click that anytime.
Okay, one of those reusable studios.
Yeah,
I've never tried them out before. Like I don't know. I've seen them. No,
it seems useful. That's why I was like, I'll just turn that on and leave that on for Joe then. So, and then we have Darren who has just arrived as well. So 3Dub joked about not being late, and he's not here. He made a joke in the group chat. He was like, I think my mom told me, I think it was like, if I'm not 15 minutes early, I'm late. And I'm like, well, I guess you're late, 3Dub. So I was just saying before you guys got here, one half of tonight's topic I wanted to talk about, which is if all of this canceling and boycotting Disney is going to affect any of their upcoming projects. But I can't talk about that without talking about why people are canceling and boycotting Disney. So It's one of those situations where on Tuesday, I was like, I just want this to be a fun stream. And we had a good time. There's a lot of fun chats going on. And then this week, I'm like, if I don't make this the topic, everyone's going to ask about it.
Yeah.
So I have to talk about it. So it's the big story of the day.
Doesn't it just feel like fun's been canceled, though?
It does.
In our country.
Yeah. I mean, I tried on Tuesday. I think we had one sort of controversial thing, and it was a tiny one. Fun fact, Paigey and I talk quite often in DMs. It's not sus. It's all above board stuff. But he used to joke a lot about American politics, and he's kind of stopped joking about it. Because I tried to tell him a while ago, it seems funny when you're not inside the US, but when you live here, it's not quite as funny. And so I think he's finally seeing that's the case. Oh, Serenity says, I live in Krakoa. That's where I want to be. Can I move there, please? I want to be in Krakoa. Even though they got rid of that. One of the best X-Men runs of all time. Basically erased. But it's okay. It's whatever. Wait. BFTV clip says if the right and left have canceled Disney, it just leaves us fence sitters. I don't even think it's that simple. I'm going to talk a lot about it. I told everyone the first half an hour of the stream is a pre-stream, so we're not going to dive into any of the major topics. But I'm invited to the cookout. Well, thank you, Serenity. I appreciate it. But I want to give it another 15 minutes in case anybody else wants to show up. Lone Wolf says, I haven't seen any other channel bring it up, though, so it's not flooding you. It's not? I've seen nothing but nonstop videos about it on my feed. Even on social media, it's been that's all that people have been talking about. Even on my For You page, that's all people have been talking about. I don't know. Let me turn this light on up here. I never got this camera to work right with its exposure. It's either I look like a snowman or I look like I live in the dark. I don't know. It's one or the other with this camera. Well, yeah, I mean, like if I were sub to nothing, like this isn't me making judgments on anybody. If I were sub to nothing but like promotional content type channels and things like that, and podcasters that don't cover any political stuff at all, maybe. But the channels I sub to are not so specific that they would ignore something like this. So, But I want to get it out there because I do think it's an important thing. Look, we're not going to spend a lot of time on the Kimmel stuff. Like, I'm going to talk about it, explain it, talk about what the issue is. I really want to focus on what this might mean for Disney moving forward. That's kind of like where I want the focus to be. So there we go. I don't want to talk. I don't know why people are still talking about the Brie Larson stuff in 2025. I really, really don't know. We might not see her anymore after the next two movies anyway. So I don't know what's going to happen with her character or anything like that. I think being really obsessed with Brie Larson, considering that everything that she did in terms of her career with Marvel was the stuff they wrote on paper for her. She didn't write the movie. She didn't direct the film. Everything that she's done for any of their movies has been the stuff they've told her to do. And if you have an issue with anything she said in an interview on a red carpet, I could cherry pick the amount of interviews they could do. I could cherry pick from all of them and find something to be upset about from anyone, any celebrity.
You know, I was on Little Movie Perp stream yesterday, and we were talking about how when we get into these film discussions online, everyone's so focused on DC, Marvel, and Star Wars. Like that's like the big three things. Brie Larson's doing just fine. I watched her show Lessons in Chemistry, which nobody online's talking about because it's not DC, Marvel, or Star Wars. But that show was great. Yeah. And it was well received. So.
I think there's a lot. We'd have to go through and look at all of them, but I think there's a lot of actors that do their indie stuff in their smaller films that are more well thought out, et cetera, that these channels ignore because they know it's not going to get them clicks on their channel, which is exactly why I've said they grift on this stuff, because if they wanted to be consistent in their hate for an actor, they would cover everything that actor does. But if they cherry pick one thing and they're like, I'm just going to hate on this one thing this actor did back in 2019. It's a little frustrating. It's a little frustrating. Doctor Who gets a lot too. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Bob? Good to see you. Good to see you. Before we get into all the heavy stuff though, just see what's going on. Darren, how are you doing? How's your day been?
It's been all right. It's been an interesting day. I've been up since 5:30 a.m. So. Oh
my gosh. Okay, well that's rough. And Joe, I'm assuming you had an eventful day as well.
Oh, it's been a busy day. You know, I don't usually do much anymore for my Crazy Joe Adventures channel. But I was invited to the opening of an axe throwing arena today. It was like the ribbon cutting ceremony. So I was actually doing a rare video on the other channel.
Oh, well, that's pretty cool. I actually wanted to start. I was looking at that channel of yours back when you first told me about it. I wanted to start. I think I mentioned this to you when we talked the first time. Sort of like an IRL type channel where you kind of go around and do stuff and film it and everything. I just always get intimidated about doing it by myself. I always feel like doing it by myself, I'm going to miss something, or, you know what I mean? Like when I'm filming me, I'm not filming this way. And so, or if I'm filming this way, you're going to miss my reaction to something. So I get very like anxious about it on how to do it. But, Dalton says, what's on your shirt, Joe? It looks like a Star Trek shirt.
Yeah, it's the movie poster for Star Trek IV: The Voyage Home.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're going to talk about her comments. That's kind of what sparked the thumbnail. Tatiana Maslany. Can never say her last name. Maslany, right? Tatiana Maslany. Maslany. That's it. Okay. Yeah. I always get that wrong. Bob says epic shirt.
Oh, thank you, Bob. I haven't even heard her comments.
It was an Instagram post, but we'll get into that there. We got 3Dub in the house, who obviously now you said 15 minutes early. You're here 20 minutes late, 3Dub.
Well, unless I'm sleeping.
Oh my God. Were you sleeping?
Yeah, I was sleeping.
Oh, okay. I should have known. Typical 3Dub. Always asleep when you should be awake. Even though Darren's been awake since 5 o'clock this morning. You don't see him sleeping on the job, 3Dub. I don't not pay you to not be here. I don't think there was any chance of a She-Hulk season 2. Let me tell you why I don't think there was. It was too expensive. It was too expensive for them to do. It was a CGI character for a TV series that they had to find out a way to make it work by not having her as She-Hulk most of the time. I don't know. They probably should have came up with a better way to do it. That show went over budget too.
Yeah,
I believe so. I like the show. I just don't see any way they would have been able to afford it again, or at least not.
Her
for a long
return
time.
was always going to be on the movie side. Like it was never going to be in a show.
Yeah.
It's still my second favorite MCU show after WandaVision.
Yeah, I enjoy it. I know a lot of people that really, really, really enjoyed that show. Roger says, okay, as a way to lighten the mood, I like to say that there's a director's cut for Thomas and the Magic Railroad being made. Well, there we go. In case anybody was wondering. Oh, by the way, is anybody watching Gen V on Prime?
I will be. I haven't started this new season yet.
Okay,
though.
so no spoilers for. That's what I was telling the chat. I wasn't going to talk spoilers if I didn't know where everybody was on it. We binged it very quickly because it's our favorite show between that and The Boys. So, and I don't know about the Vault Rising yet. We don't really know what that's going to be like. But Naruto with the $5 super chat, getting the ball rolling. Thank you, Naruto. And Gen V last night, I kept thinking, no way are they really doing this now. I will say this without spoiling it. There's a lot of things in these first 3 episodes of Gen V that feel oddly like they were filmed recently. Like, I don't know how the writers managed to do it, but it's extremely timely. Like, it's very in the moment in a weird way. Very weird.
Look at The Boys season 4. The stuff that they were doing in The Boys season 4 was almost like Simpsons level, like eerie. Whereas, like, you filmed that last year, and the events happening in the real world are happening as it's airing. Like, it was scary weird.
I think the writers must sit around and really just come up with like what they like. They have a fishbowl of ideas of things that might happen like a year from now, and they go, "This is what we're going to write about."
I think we're really just that predictable.
Yeah, human beings probably are. Yeah, Bob. It came out yesterday. Last night. I believe.
Wednesday. Yeah.
So, definitely check it out. So, all right. So before we get into that stuff, let me pull up one of the other things we had here. By the way, guys in the chat, no spoilers on the Peacemaker. Even though I've watched the episode, a lot of people have not. We're going to talk about it on Monday in detail. So save all of your spoiler stuff for Monday. If you want to super chat and be vague about stuff, you can, but please save all your spoilers for Monday if possible.
Batman cameo is crazy.
I know, it's crazy. Can't believe it. Speaking of Batman, actually, let's do this. I'm gonna pull this up.
Oh, I know what this is.
I saw this. Oh, you know what this is already?
Oh, maybe I don't know. We'll see.
Matt Reeves.
Oh no!
Says the villain of the Batman Part 2 has never really been done in a movie before. I don't know what that means. I know what it means. Like, it's very direct, but like never really been done. Does that mean that we've had something like it, but never quite that?
I'm going to assume it's just like he's never been in a movie before. Like the villain's never been.
So like a TV villain we've never seen in a movie, basically. Is that what maybe he's getting at?
I feel like the really is a qualifier. Like, I'm thinking it's a character that we've seen in a movie, but hasn't
been the main villain.
Yeah, like I'm trying to think. Are there any characters that have made like a quick appearance that haven't?
Bane.
Bane was an entire movie. What are you talking about?
Well, I meant like every time he appeared, it was like 5 seconds.
Yeah. I think he means like someone that's had less. Bane's like that voice and the things he did and said in that movie are so iconic. I don't think he'd be referencing that. That Scarecrow.
No. Not Roz, not Mr. Freeze, not Catwoman.
I don't know.
Hold on.
What about the Calculator? He had like a walk through appearance in Suicide Squad, but that's about it.
Right.
I mean, we did have a little bit of Hush in the TV show.
Let's see here.
It definitely like
Professor Pig. He's never been in a movie. He's been on the TV show before.
Too.
Yeah, that was Gotham.
And Batwoman.
I don't remember.
It definitely like eliminates a bunch of characters off a board. Like if we were to bring off a giant board of Batman villains, we could cross out a bunch.
Bob, if you're not high and unable to jump to function, you could jump in. You're on the if you're in the Discord server, you should be a mod, and the link is pinned in the mod portion of the server. If you want to jump on, you don't have to. I'm just saying if you want to.
I've never been on a stream with Bob before, so I would welcome that.
Oh, really? Yeah. Kite Man.
What
Maybe.
about okay, now qualifier, I do love the movie. I love the movie, but what about Black Mask? He was used in Birds of Prey, but he wasn't entirely comic accurate.
Yeah. Also, not a Batman movie.
Right.
So
that's what he could mean by really, where it's like this villain's been in a Superman movie or a Green Lantern. I don't know. Just like it could be like another movie, but not Batman movie.
What about Man Bat?
I prefer that for Brave and the Bold. But
he also said like this villain is going to be extremely tied to his history and Bruce Wayne in particular.
To Bruce Wayne's history?
That's Hush.
Yeah,
then.
Bruce Wayne.
It's got to be Hush then.
Yeah, I'm like Hush is the only one that's connected.
Yeah, I mean it's a childhood friend of Bruce Wayne.
Court of Owls as well is kind of Harvey Dent's also connected to Bruce.
So this is the thing about Court of Owls to me. I feel like that's so hard to do in just one movie.
It has to be the end of a trilogy, I think. I think Court of Owls.
You have to start setting up the pieces of that early and then pay it off later, because it's the only way it really works.
Yeah.
I mean, no.
Yeah, no, we were saying that on council last night that like Court of Owls has to be the final villain of the whole franchise of this whole.
Someone in the chat said that Ronan didn't upload videos today or something. Is he not around? Is that what's happening? Or
I don't know. He didn't upload his Peacemaker video, which he normally does immediately. So I don't know.
We have this news here. First look at Bat Fam. The series follows Batman, Alfred, and Little Batman as they go through life as a super family. Releasing in November on Prime Video. Here's some.
Did anyone watch that, like the Christmas special that came out for this?
No.
Came out. What is it? Last Christmas.
I remember.
It was like a backdoor pilot for this thing. It was cute.
Where was the backdoor pilot on?
Prime. I mean, Amazon. Yeah.
No, I meant like what show? What show? Or
no. I'm saying like they did that as a backdoor pilot.
Oh, okay.
Like,
so
they just it was like a 40-minute special.
Okay.
And after that came out, they're like, "Oh, we're doing a whole show on it." Basically,
what was it called? It was called like Little Batman or Tiny Batman or something.
Wasn't that it? It was a Merry Little Batman, I think.
Oh yeah, that was it. Yeah,
it was fine. I think most of my enjoyment came out of it being I forget. Oh my, I'm blanking on his name, but Pat from Stargirl is Bruce Wayne in this.
Oh really?
Yeah. Wilson.
Owen Wilson?
Luke Wilson?
Luke Wilson.
Yeah. That's it.
Interesting. We also had this bit of news here, which was a what if spinoff series about T'Challa Star-Lord was being planned at Marvel before Chadwick Boseman's tragic passing. Did you like this? This is an episode that I think a lot of people also said they enjoyed. Did you like this one?
This is one of my favorites. Yeah.
Okay.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I don't know what that would have been though. If it would have been in this style, like in the what if style, or
more like zombies. Yeah. I mean, listen, this was one of my favorite episodes. I don't know. There's a lot of Disney Plus shows right now that they were trying to get out now. So maybe it's for the best they didn't do another what if offshoot, especially since what if wasn't as big as I think they wanted it to be. But I don't know. I would have watched it. It would have been fun. But I think I would have rather Chadwick's, obviously if that didn't happen, his skills elsewhere. Like maybe in a different Black Panther project. I don't know. But, yeah.
Somebody sent me a clip of Supergirl. Is this a real clip? Hold on. Let me... Oh, looks like Bob has arrived.
Yes, hello.
Hey.
Sure. Joe said he had never been on a stream with you before. So.
Oh, well, here you go. It'll be very impressive. Trust me.
I tried to get you on my channel a couple times, but we can never make
that does seem familiar. Yeah. I work way too much.
So this is a Supergirl clip here that someone just sent me. I bookmarked it here. Has anybody seen? Is this real here? Does anybody know?
Well,
Hold on.
First time seeing it.
This looks real. It doesn't like AI to me.
this feels like okay. I was about to say like
I think I saw this a couple months ago. I think this is real.
Okay. Somebody just sent it to me. Oh. Bob dropped out. Okay. I mean, it looks good. I mean, I'm going to see this movie, even if the trailer looks like dog shit. I'm still going to go see the movie, so it doesn't matter to me. I'm one of those people when it comes to the Supergirl thing.
I was really like, didn't I already see Spider-Man coming out of a tank or something?
Oh, that's true. That's true. I forgot about that.
So that's why it threw me for a loop for a second.
Oh no. Let's see. I had another thing here bookmarked. Then we'll get into the drama of it all.
When it comes to movies like this, you couldn't pay me to stay home.
Oh wait, this is probably going to get removed, but we have to talk about this.
Yeah.
Did anybody see the not just this, but the next thing we're going to look at, because of we won't listen to the music, but I just want to look at the video. Did anybody see the promo for the next season of 911?
Oh, the one with the meteors.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so let's look at this here. All right, so this is the promo. Boy. Before we watch this, I've got the audio cut down because it's a copyrighted song, so that might mitigate getting claimed or whatever.
Is that Jennifer Love Hewitt?
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
Bob has returned.
Yeah, sorry for ducking out there. I went to change my icon. And it required me to sign in. I said, okay, and they just logged me completely out.
Oh, okay. I don't know much about this show, right? I do know that it's a show, a very simple premise, like 911 in a city, and they go around and save people's lives. But there's been a lot of clips I've seen from it where people are like, this show is awful, but it's been around for a while now. I think it's like on, what season is it on now?
It's going into season 9.
Yeah, it's been around for a while. Shows tend to have that quality dip anyway towards the end, usually.
Yeah. I watched the first 4 or 5 seasons. It's a show you can't take seriously. It does kind of have that Riverdale effect a little bit.
Well, this trailer made me go, what the actual fuck? First of all, it looks like AI, but apparently it's not. It's just bad CGI is what people are saying. The color grading is off. The people look like they're standing in front of green screens. It's really, really bad.
The acting also feels off too.
Yeah, we can't really hear the acting because I've got the audio muted, but this is the preview for the upcoming season about a show where people go around and save lives as 911 responders. Keep that in mind when we watch this trailer.
Aliens are coming.
It's pretty crazy. Look. What the fuck?
Whoa, what? That's not AI?
It looks like AI, but apparently it's not. Brace for impact. There's no one anywhere. It's just them.
And it's too far away for them to okay. I mean,
it's like one of those things where I just was gobsmacked at how bad it looks.
I'm kind of for just the because I think 911's just been like a crime drama. I'm kind of for the crime drama just going fucking ape shit.
It reminds me of I can't think of the show now. There was a show years ago that did something similar, and you know what? A good example is Riverdale. When you said that, Darren, like a good example is Riverdale. Riverdale started out one way, and then about halfway through the show, it was like, no, we're just going to do the craziest shit you could possibly imagine.
Didn't Legends of Tomorrow do that too?
Yeah, but Legends was more expected, I think, than Riverdale was.
I think last season was promos was even crazier because they were doing B-NATOs as the big season thing, and people were just like, this is a lot.
Yeah,
and Fast and Furious did it too. They went to space.
Well, people have been wanting that one for a while. I mean, we still need to get Dom into space, in my opinion.
They have been dropping the ball on the obvious Fast and Furious crossover for years. They should have done years ago Fast and the Furious meets Knight Rider.
Oh,
both Universal properties, both car based, and then they could have done their Knight Rider spin-off movie. It writes itself.
Yeah. All right, so we are going to jump into the big topic because I want to get through this, and there's a lot to unpack, and I'm sure people have a lot of opinions about it. So this was first of all, a lot of people are canceling their Disney Plus subscription. They're canceling their trips to Disney. They're no longer going to be watching anything on ABC. They're canceling Hulu. And this tweet or Instagram post came out, and a lot of people have talked about this. Cancel. This is Tatiana Maslany. I can never get her name right. Who played in She-Hulk. Cancel your Disney Plus, Hulu, ESPN subscriptions. And a lot of people, when this came out, a lot of people didn't understand what it was about because there's a lot of moving parts here that have to be connected together. So essentially what has happened is Jimmy Kimmel, who has a show on ABC, had a monologue where he made a remark about MAGA specifically and what happened with Charlie Kirk. Okay? This was a remark he made. I'll be honest, I've sort of tuned out the Charlie Kirk stuff at this point. I think the last time I even really talked about it was with the guys yesterday, and then before that was when I made my one video about it. I've just kind of tuned it out at this point. I don't even want to hear. I don't want to hear anything about it, honestly, anymore. But he decided to put in his monologue, and they decided to suspend his series indefinitely over the comments. Now, on surface level, people would go, oh, well, that's because they didn't agree with what he said, or maybe it was so horrible the company didn't want him, they wanted to sort of like apologize for it. No, that's not what happened. What happened is the FCC basically said they have to take action or they're going to have their license revoked. Now, the FCC is an extension of the executive branch of the government. However, they're supposed to be independent from the White House and from the cabinet. And they do that specifically because they don't want to get into any sort of free speech arguments about decisions they make when it comes to mergers or content on TV or anything like that. However, the current FCC, where the director is Brendan Carr, is highly connected to President Trump. And because the comments were about MAGA, which is something that Trump is connected to. It's not about conservatives or Republicans or Democrats or whatever. Specifically, he made the comments about MAGA. And what he said wasn't wrong. It was absolutely true. But because of that, it is no longer an independent branch of the government. And I want to also, just because I want people to know, when I talk about this stuff, I know what I'm talking about. I have my own notes about everything. So let me explain to you why this is a problem, and then we're going to move into like the canceling stuff or whatever. So in February of 2025, Trump signed an executive order ensuring all accountability for all agencies. This order explicitly requires independent agencies like the FCC to submit draft regulations to the White House for review to get approval. This is something that has never been a situation before, meaning that the FCC cannot do anything without White House approval. Chances are they can't even do anything without the White House telling them to do it at this point. There's been multiple reports the FCC under Carr has opened or reopened investigation complaints against broadcast media outlets perceived as unfriendly to Trump or conservatives in some cases. The FCC has hinted that it might block or condition mergers of media and telecom communication companies based on whether they maintain DEI programs after they were told not to do it anymore. Let's see. They can also change rules and regulations for companies, which is the big one, because Sinclair and Nexstar, which are the two companies that said they were not going to carry Jimmy Kimmel anymore because of this, right now have capped out the market on what they are allowed to legally have in networks across the country. They need the FCC to approve them to get more outlets. So they saw this as a really good wedge issue for them to get in and make some waves so that they could gain favor with the administration so that they could do this. So a lot of people are saying now that because of this, they're canceling their Hulu, they're canceling Disney Plus, they're canceling ESPN, they're not going to Disneyland, they're not going to Disney World, they're not going to watch any more Disney movies. These things are all being said. And before anybody tries to compare this to stuff like Gina Carano, it is literally not the same thing, because the Gina Carano situation, whether you agree or disagree with it, was a decision made by Lucas and Disney to do this, This decision was made because the government threatened to revoke the license of ABC, their broadcast license. That's why this is happening. So it is two completely different situations. I know a lot of people want to draw a parallel to them. There's no parallel on this one because it is literally the government coming in and saying, you can't say that or we're going to take away your broadcast license. So it's a completely different thing. That's the whole backstory on this. I'm going to give everybody a chance to say whatever they want to say about it, and then we're going to talk about like what impact this might have on Disney. So anybody have any thoughts on that?
No comment from me.
I think it's disgusting. I mean, that's the whole point of free speech. Free speech is when the government is saying you can't say that. That's the big violation of free speech that really disturbs me. The idea that Trump can be like, hey, that comedian, I don't like his humor. Cancel him. And that's it. I hate it.
And
I mean, go ahead. Sorry, Joe. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, he warned a couple months ago when Colbert got taken off, we're coming for Jimmy Kimmel next. And now he's saying we're coming for Jimmy Fallon and Seth Meyers next. Yeah,
anybody that has said that this is not the president doing this, he's actually admitted to it already. There's a video of him saying that this is his thing. And I want to also bring this up here. I think this is really important about the Nexstar Sinclair stuff. This was explained yesterday in this video clip about why they're doing this much better than I did. Let's check this out quickly.
Nexstar already owns lots of TV stations. It wants to merge with Tegna, which owns lots of other stations. In order to do that, it needs Brendan Carr, the FCC chair's permission, and it actually needs the FCC to change the regulations entirely about how many stations an individual company can own. So Nexstar has all of this pending business before the government. Tegna also does. And there's another big station owner called Sinclair that also has business pending before the government. So what do we know tonight? We know that both Nexstar and Sinclair called up ABC this afternoon, complained about Kimmel, and said they were yanking the show off their stations. ABC subsequently yanked the show nationwide. So we know that two major TV station owners, both of which need to curry favor with the Trump administration, were the ones that most loudly and vocally condemned Kimmel and said they were going to not air the show tonight and in the coming nights. It's an Occam's razor situation.
So the thing I want to point out also is that the stipulations that they placed on Kimmel yesterday, I don't know if they've changed yet because there's a lot of news that broke today about this, is that he had to make a public apology to Trump and MAGA, and he had to donate money to Turning Point USA, which is Charlie Kirk's foundation. Can you guys understand how bad this is? Imagine if someone on Fox News came out and said some awful stuff about a trans person, has been very transphobic for years, and then all of a sudden the government, Biden or Obama or whoever would be president, came in and said, now you have to apologize to trans people and make a donation to a trans organization. That's essentially what's happening here if you were to flip it around. Because they would say, no, that's a oppression of free speech. That's what conservatives would say. You can't do that. You can't make us do that, right? That's what they're doing with Kimmel. So this isn't like just him going, okay, slap on the wrist, don't do it again, get your show back, whatever. I don't agree with that, but that's not what's happening. They're trying to force him to spend his own money to donate to an organization that is literally anti everything he believes in order to get his show back.
Man, I'm really hoping Kimmel just tells him to fuck off, honestly. We'll see what happens, but yeah.
I keep wondering if Disney could have done anything different. Like you pointed out, there's a lot of moving parts here, but all these affiliates were not going to air the show anyway. So whether Disney suspended him or not, he still wasn't going to be on the air in a good portion of the country.
Right.
So I gotta wonder if they could have quietly suspended his show while they worked behind the scenes to straighten out those affiliates, like to get them on board and say, like, no, we're not canceling this guy. We need you. Like, I don't know what power the network has over their affiliates to say, well, if you're gonna preempt this, you're not gonna get, I don't know, the football game. I don't know.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Like, there could have been something that was done before all this public stuff came out and everybody was like talking about it. Yeah.
Exactly.
So I want to point out here, the stranger brings this up. Yes, with Brian Kilmeade from Fox talked about inadvertently unaliving, and I want to use that. I don't like to do the TikTok speech here, but I'm just trying to be careful with this. Homeless people, and He actually did an apology, I believe. I think he did like an apology on it. Don't quote me on that, but I believe he came up and said something like it was irresponsible or something. I'm not giving him any credit, right? I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
But the point is that there was no outcry about it from the FCC, which is essentially what this is, right? Like that was an internal thing with Fox News. FCC didn't step in and say anything about it. And so we have that issue there. Also, they decided to show you guys how really fucked up it is.
Yeah.
In place of his show, they were showing like a documentary about Charlie Kirk and how great of a person he was. So that's what they did in place of his show when they took it off the air.
That's supposed to be airing tomorrow night, and I plan to debunk it on my Tuesday stream. So
we'll go for that.
I'll dig up because it's going to be crap.
Now, before we start talking about the Disney stuff, I want to just cap this off by saying this is like textbook definition of First Amendment rights and free speech. I don't know what's going to happen in terms of like Disney, if they're going to go to court over this, what's going to happen with the affiliates. I can't predict that future. I have no idea. The Supreme Court has been weird. They sided with trans people when it came to the bathroom situation recently, but then they've also sided with Trump on other things. So I don't know which way the wind is going to blow on this one, but this is a free speech violation, 100%, because if this wasn't just Disney saying that they're going to do it, because you got to remember, again, with the moving parts, these were the individual companies that broadcast in different areas telling Disney they weren't going to cover this. And then the FCC coming in and threatening to revoke a broadcast license. It's like there's several things that happened here to cause this to go the way it did. And that's a lot of the stuff with Jake has arrived, jumping in at just the right time. A lot of people now, the backlash is, I believe they said that Disney nosedived today in stocks, and they've lost so much money because of this. I don't think they can let this one go, because this is going to be a Target situation. Let me explain why.
Why is this the right time?
I was joking. It was a joke.
Yeah.
The Target situation is that Target screwed over their key, the key market that they were selling to, right? So the majority of their shoppers believed in all of their policies and believed in what Target was doing. And Target tried to appease the government before the government even told them to do anything. Because as far as I know, the government hasn't said anything to like Walmart and stuff like that. So Target just literally bent the knee to the government with this DEI policies, did that immediately, and then they lost all of their customers. A lot of people that I know have never gone back to Target since that happened. Actually, they shop at Walmart now. They don't even shop at Target anymore. So they've never gone back to Target. Disney right now, a big chunk, I would say probably more than half of their audience are people that do believe in these kinds of values. They believe in free speech. They believe in all of these things. If Disney doesn't handle this quickly, it could be a really bad situation for them moving forward as a company. Is that fair to say? I don't want to think I'm overreacting here, but I do believe there's something has to be done. This is not going to go away. They had people picketing today, writers. They have directors and people coming out saying we will not work with Disney again until they do something about this. And I don't think they're going to bend on that. I think they're going to be strong on that. I think a lot of them are. Yeah. You have like the actual Actors Guild, Directors Guild, Writers Guild, all making statements talking about this. So I think it's a big deal.
Yeah, I agree. We just gotta see what happens. But yeah,
I don't think me and the one on the right have met.
Oh, Bob, right. So Bob, this is Jake. Jake, this is Bob. Bob Hello. Is one of the panelists on the Showcast every Wednesday with myself and Dane, and we have several other guests, Ryan, Chariot. Who else joins us? Oh, Malachi. Not the Ryan you know. Not the Ryan you know. Yeah.
Bob is the man who publicly humiliated Eric July.
Yes, that's true.
Okay, so Eric, you have a set of credible guests. Good to know.
We have the best guest on the Nerdcast. So anyway, so now that we've got that out of the way, we got a couple super chats, and then I want to talk about like my concern about Disney here. This is about 911 from Naruto, $2 super chat. Where's Lance? This show is his jam. Is it really?
Yeah, he loves it.
Yeah, he loves 911.
Oh my gosh, I wish he was here for that trailer.
That trailer is so bad.
He also dislikes that trailer though. Just to
that trailer's terrible.
Did he say why he likes it though?
Oh no, he doesn't like that trailer.
No,
He thought the trailer was horrible.
Me and him both hate it.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. It's so dumb.
You've
Can't.
met
I
Lance.
kind of love it.
You met him last
just
week.
for how terrible it is. Just
yeah. Here we go from Super Jones Bro, a $5 super chat on the Debunks channel. Thank you so much. Brain Rodic, aka Nerdrotic, did a Kimmel video 24 hours after his firing. Gary is an opportunistic ghoul. His audience needs to wake the fuck up and drop his slop already. So my biggest surprise on all of this is the amount of people who don't see this as an issue. You know what I mean? Like, that's the part that's shocking to me, is there's a lot of people who say they believe in free speech but don't see this as a problem, when this is the first time we've ever actually seen the government oppress free speech in this way. So that's the part that's kind of confusing to me. I'm like, what? Are we just, they don't care? It's not a problem for them?
I mean, I guarantee you Nerdrotic will not be a grifter and be honest with his values he's espoused before, right?
I don't know if I bet your life savings on that.
Wow. So they did have a drop today, Disney stock. The drop appears to correspond with the timing of the media coverage of the controversy. The suspension and backlash seems to have weighed on investor sentiment. As of right now, the decline is modest. It hasn't crashed yet, but people are still going through and deleting their accounts and stuff. So we don't know what that's going to be. I don't know. Let's see here. All right. So, yes, Ethan, except I'm literally looking at the numbers now that say that there was a sharp decline after what happened with Kimmel. I don't know why. No offense, Ethan. I don't think you're like coming at me specifically, but I'm literally looking at the stocks right here in front of me. I don't know why people think I'm just making something up. I just read exactly what's in front of me on the screen. All right. All right. So as far as things coming up with Disney, my biggest concern outside of the free speech issue, because obviously we've already covered that, is will this affect upcoming Disney projects if they don't right the ship on this?
Yeah.
And I'm talking about Spider-Man. Yeah. Let's talk about all of them. Spider-Man, Doomsday, Secret Wars, all of the other Pixar things.
I mean, there's a Disney Plus
Moana
this week.
Yeah.
Technically, Spider-Man is
Marvel
Sony.
Zombie comes out in days, right? And everyone's canceling their stuff.
Well,
it's
I know Spider-Man is technically Sony from a business perspective, but I think the general audience thinks of it as MCU.
You know, I know I'm relatively new here, so I don't know if you guys know this about me, but my two big major fandoms, the two things that I geek out about the most are Star Trek and the Muppets.
Oh.
And yesterday, yesterday, just like minutes after they announced this Kimmel stuff, they announced that the Muppet Show is returning to Disney
Seth
Plus.
Rogen. Yeah.
Yeah, and talk about a roller coaster of Disney emotion, because it's like I can't be angry at the Muppet Show coming back. It's just not. It's impossible. I can't. And yet, every post about the Muppet Show coming back is followed by, "Screw you, Disney. We're not watching this because you canceled Kimmel." And it's like, I get it, but I'm like, oh my god, do you know how long I've waited for this?
One of my partner's best friends is addicted to the Muppets. She's loved it forever, like everything Muppets. And well, okay, so let me put it this way. Do we think that the general audience understands the connection to the point where it would affect business? Because I've talked about boycotting in the past. I think boycotting is very hit or miss, more miss than hit, because it becomes a personal thing. There's very little accountability with it. I can tell you guys today, I'm canceling my Disney Plus subscription and no one's going to be checking me on it. So that means you'll never know if I did or if I didn't do it, if I never admit to it. You know what I mean? Or you never see my account. Yeah. So boycotts don't always work that way. I think sometimes they're very good. The Target one is a clear sign of a boycott that was successful. Budweiser, not so much. I know they hated Dylan Mulvaney, but that didn't do much for them. Do we think that this might be overblown and that the general public is only going to see it as an ABC thing and not a Disney thing? Like they're going to specifically see it as a network issue and not the bigger picture.
We're going to have to see, like, I think it's too early to tell, right? I think these things have to evolve with time. You know, tomorrow the Kimmel stuff could be solved and we're like, all right, they're good, you know, but like could last weeks or months. It depends who all jumps on board, how people commit to it. It's going to be interesting. I am curious, and again, not to spend too much time on this because I'm already so sick of this, like this overall stuff with him, but it is connected to what has unfortunately become a very, 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 very big event in 2025, right? Like this whole, like they're all connected to each other. It's all this domino effect of like what happened last week to Kimmel to Disney to like it's this domino effect of stuff happening. So
and then like that one DC writer getting axed.
Yeah, it's too early. It's like too early to tell. Like right now, it doesn't seem huge, but I said that about the writer's strike too.
I'll say this: the last time something, I'm gonna say this in the best way I can. The last time that there was a lot of controversy in regards to the life of a political figure. What the hell, Darren?
Are you playing with your button? What?
No. That's exactly what was happening to Draven last night. God, his camera was going nuts.
Is it good now?
Yeah, no, it's good now. You were just like
weird
going in and out. But anyway,
you're muted.
I saw it. So I'll say this in the best way that I can. The last time that a controversial statement regarding the life of a political figure was aired out to a public area like that, said people who were at the heart of the statement, you know, they canceled all of their stuff and put it on an indefinite hiatus. I'm of course talking about what happened with Tenacious D last year.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, this sort of thing is not new.
So I also want to point out that I think the biggest impact is going to be from the actual union and the creative people around Disney. I think that's going to be the big thing. Is a lot of people who are close with Jimmy and understand the severity of this will refuse to work with Disney. I think that's going to impact them more than individual people boycotting Disney.
Between the two, I would definitely bet more on the guild or union, whichever one it is, over boycotts.
The thing about being a host of things is you become friends with a lot of people in very high places.
Yeah.
And from Conan and Jimmy and all the like late night hosts being friends and having all those connections, like you are going to struggle if
your face and name get brand recognition.
Yeah. And like I've even said, and I think you mentioned this with like Conan, Eric, but it's like if this doesn't go through, I think he'll be fine ultimately, right? Because I think what will happen is he's gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna go make my own show. I don't need Disney. I don't need this.
And he might have more success that way.
I want to put this out there that what we're doing right now, like this podcast, is essentially what many people who have quote unquote been canceled have made an entire career out of.
Yeah.
And what better person to do that than somebody that did it professionally for decades?
But then it gets to be his, right?
Right.
Like he doesn't have to pay all these people. It doesn't go to the big mouse. It's his. He hires maybe a couple people to do, whatever he needs to do, his own little team.
Oh, I'm sure people would offer to do stuff for him in the beginning just to get things off the ground, most likely.
Also, podcast companies will bug him. There will be 20 people. Like if he looks out, be like, "Hey, I'm wanting to do this." They're going to sponsor him. They're going to be like, "Oh, we would love you as part of our podcast brand, part of our
throw all the
company."
money they can at him.
He will be. Also, he's been doing it long enough. He's not gonna go. I assume he's got a lot of money over the years on what he's done. So he has enough to keep it going, or at least to start something new. Enough to get him started in his next endeavors. I
want to point out though quickly. Stephen Colbert has commented on this, called it blatant censorship. He said Jon Stewart on The Daily Show has addressed the suspension with sarcasm with a focus on free speech. Seth Meyers on a closer look segment, criticized the move and expressed concern about government influence over media control. I want to point out also Fox News has denounced this. There's two different Fox News people. Matter of fact, let me pull up a clip here. I'll find it. Some people on Fox News have denounced it, and I was actually kind of shocked when I saw the logo at the bottom of the screen. I was like, "This is on Fox News."
Clock is right twice a day.
I know.
Yeah, exactly.
Someone needs to take its arms off.
I bet one of them was Jessica Tarlov. She's their lone voice of reason over there.
I don't think it was her. I have to find it. It was a guy, but let me see. Here.
Wait, a guy said something reasonable in 2025?
I know. Crazy.
Time for everything.
Hold on here. Did the tweet get deleted? Sometimes people delete tweets or they get removed for some reason.
I got people coming after me.
What?
That's what they say whenever they delete those tweets.
Oh. Yeah, hold on here. Wow, I don't see it on here. Let me
What? I have a shrewd suspicion.
I'm sure somebody else has it somewhere. So I don't want to see this Brian Kilmeade stuff. It's the only thing that pops up when I type in Fox News, controversial speech or whatever. It's always that guy. Always him.
That'll be a lot of stuff.
Let's see.
Chris, you don't have to lie to hang out. It's okay.
What did Chris say? The entire panel is reasonable all the time. I don't know. Sometimes I'm a little tough on it.
I could say some unreasonable things if we need to.
If we need it, yeah.
I mean,
Lance comes on here, so no.
Yeah.
I mean, you had a whole Justice League take last time, so.
Yeah, I defended the Whedon cut, and I'll do it again. At the drop of a hat.
Yeah, it looks like I don't know if the account is gone or whatever, but there was so I'll tell you what it was though. It was a Fox News host on one of their segments talking about how they felt like this was an overreach of the government and it was definitely a free speech violation. Which, by the way, Fox probably fired him quietly, and that's why I can't find the clip. They were like, "Oh, get rid of this guy speaking out of turn." Anyway, I've got a few other things we're going to talk about that took up a big chunk of our time. So I just wanted to sort of get that out there. We're going to keep an eye on it and see what happens with it moving forward. So yeah, get a reaction to the new Cardi B album. Am I the drama? No, we're not going to do that because I can't react to music on here anyway.
I feel like we kind of skipped over the Tatiana stuff just a little bit.
Yeah, go ahead.
And just and I don't even really have a take. Or I really don't even comment that much, but I know I am seeing the freakouts already of them being like, she'll never work in Disney again.
Mm-hmm.
And I do think that's a little bit of an overreaction when Scarlett Johansson.
I mean, Pedro Pascal supports Jimmy Kimmel. Mark Ruffalo supported him.
Yeah. Scarlett Johansson literally sued Disney, and she's now working with them.
She does production work with them. Yeah, she was a producer
Disney,
on the what was it? Thunderbolts. She had a production credit on Thunderbolts.
And there's a chance she's back in one of these two movies. I'm just saying there's a chance of it.
Yeah, and again, if Disney refused to work with anyone that spoke out about them, they would have no one to work with.
True.
So.
Yep. I mean, hey, maybe they want to hire Frank Grillo back. Kidding.
I know several people who are convinced Gina Carano's coming back to Star Wars.
I don't think that's happening.
Agree, but people are thinking,
no.
They can keep drinking that copium all day, but it's
let me tell you quickly though, two things about the Scarlett Johansson thing. One, I think the production credit that she had was part of the lawsuit. I think she agreed to continue being on as a producer on any project that connected with her characters, and I think that's why Thunderbolts got a production credit. However, she might still come back in Doomsday or Secret Wars. That's a possibility. I think Gina Carano has been very quiet since this stuff happened to her because she got a full-on gag order on all of this. She cannot. The NDA must be ironclad. She can't talk about any of this stuff. So I don't think we're going to see her come back because I don't even think they want her talking about anything related to them. I think they want her gone out of the picture. Yeah. That's what I think.
And why would she at this point? We're so far removed from that stuff, especially with the Mando movie already being filmed. what would even be the point at this
Also,
point?
what would her supporters come back and watch something that Disney did after they treated her that way? That doesn't make any sense. Like, they're the worst company ever, and I'm going to stick it to them. Oh, I might work with them in the future. Like, who's going to come back after that? Like, that doesn't make any sense.
Like, this is like the
Well,
worst.
I mean, yeah, it shows how hollow they claim their moralities are. It's frustrating.
It is.
Their moralities have dollar amounts.
Well, there's a question for you. If people are boycotting Disney and canceling their Disney Plus, what are the odds that a lot of these MAGA people start supporting Disney now? And
I don't
saying,
think
like, well, we got to get behind Disney now because they're.
I don't think that's going to happen. I think this is a Target situation. I don't, because a lot of people who were MAGA didn't start supporting Target when they got boycotted. So I don't think that's going to happen with Disney either.
I mean, I've seen some people like I to your point, Joe. I've seen some people online this week or like tonight, I guess, of just being like, "Oh, they're finally learning their lesson. Maybe I'll have to check back into Disney."
I mean, there might be some. I don't
like,
think there'd be some big movement, but maybe I'm wrong.
There is a local pizza shop. It's located in Wildwood, New Jersey, fairly close to me. This pizza shop several months ago went viral because somebody noticed that they had Nazi propaganda on their ovens, like stickers, and people started boycotting them. And if you read the comments, there were people like, "Oh, I'm gonna have to support this place now because this place, I agree with that, so I'm going to start going there." And I was like, wow, there's people actually coming out of the woodwork and saying that makes them want to go there for pizza.
Oh, isn't that hold on, no, because I saw that. That's Franconi's. Is that the name?
Franconi's, yep.
Yeah, I saw that.
We got a couple of super chats here. I want to answer them out of order because after this next one, we're going to slightly move on with things.
When do you ever do anything in order?
Never ever. We got a $5 super chat from Forget Me Not over on the Debunks channel. That is going to be 2 out of 5. Thank you guys so much for the support over there. And we are 2 out of 10, I think, or 3 out of 10 on the Reloaded channel. Thank you guys so much. This is the most obvious form of censorship the current administration has displayed. I will agree with that. I think this is the big one because everything else has been sort of like alluded to. This one is blatant to me. Turned out the same snowflakes they accused the left of being. Yeah, and that's the thing is I'm seeing a lot of people in the conservative space who are also calling this out as a free speech violation. Look, we've talked about this before, like with the whole DC thing, them getting rid of the DC writer and stuff like that. When companies decide to do something, I can say that's fucked up. They shouldn't do it. But there's really not a lot that can be said because we live in a society where capitalism controls everything. And this is the way the world is. And this situation is very different from all of the other situations because ABC got a threat from the FCC to lose their license to broadcast. That is crazy over a tiny line on a Jimmy Kimmel commentary monologue. That's crazy.
And this is going to scare everyone, right? Like, you know, it will have those consequences where it's like, he said that he got fired. Conan got fired for some things he said. I'm just not going to talk, or like I'm just not going to say these things on live television, and that is scary when you're too afraid to speak up. We've seen in history what happens when people are too afraid to speak up.
But right? I think the thing is that we're seeing an influx of that on places like this, like people with podcasts, people, celebrities and things like that are speaking up. We're seeing that. So they're trying to control like the big media outlets like ABC, NBC, CBS, whatever. But the one thing that they're still getting is pushback from the independent sources, people that have their own podcasts, people that don't have to abide by the FCC rules and things like that. We'll see. We're going to keep an eye on it. If anybody in the chat wants to super chat and say what you want to say, we'll bring it up and read it. But we do have another super chat here from Naruto that is not related to that, which is a $2 super chat. Have you seen the Charlie Sheen documentary? I didn't even know there was one. When did this come out? No, is it new? Is it old?
I think it's new.
I think it's on last month.
Netflix.
Is it 2.5 minutes?
I think it's like 2 episodes. I think it's like a docu-series.
So like the thing with Paul Rubens that came out, that was a 2-episode documentary.
Something like that.
Let me see. I want to double check. It says here, hold on, Google, work faster. I hate Google Gemini AI. Now they have it integrated in it, so I have to like click past that to get to the actual
See,
information.
I only use Gemini for like a small hand selection of things. I almost never utilize
the update I just got on my Google browser now has it integrated into the browser, so I don't know if that's a problem or not.
Speaking of that, for all the iOS users, that fucking iOS update that came out for all the Apple users, jeez.
By the way, again, anybody that's making content on YouTube, remember to turn off the AI stuff they have turned on automatically in your customized section. You don't have to do it, but if you're somebody that doesn't want AI on your stuff, then Charlie Sheen's it's a Netflix documentary, aka Charlie Sheen, offers an unfiltered 2-part look into his rise to fame, public scandals, and path to sobriety, released on the 10th of this month of September. It's got interviews with him, his family, friends, and never before seen footage. So there's that. Thank you for bringing that up, Naruto. I'll check it out. Check it out and see what's going on with that. All right. So we also have a new clip from the Fantastic Four.
Hopefully it ends up being a better documentary than Depp and Heard.
I didn't see that one.
It was a doozy. I'll say that much.
All right. So this, go ahead.
I was going to say, if you go on Netflix and look at, I think, the 3rd episode, Chainsaw's actually on it.
Fallon actually just spoke about that situation on a show. Oh.
Yeah, and they something came out a few hours ago where it's like there was like a party list coming up that Fallon is now not on.
Yeah. But I think that's because they don't want him taking questions about this in public. That's what I think that is. I don't think it was like like he's not there because we don't want him to be there. I think that his PR people probably thought it was better for him.
Yeah, that's smart.
That's my assumption. Yeah.
Yeah. So this clip is called "Birthday Sweater." This is one of the clips from the Blu-ray that's going to be coming out, and I haven't watched this yet. I just bookmarked it while I was watching Peacemaker. So here we go.
How are we coming?
Should be good.
Does that snazzy birthday sweater help you prep faster?
You know, takes a few hours to fuel up no matter what I wear. So we're gonna go out for a bit. They can manage.
This is more of that like love story thing they didn't cover in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of that cut.
What's up with those VFX on Ben?
I think that it was unfinished because they clipped it out. Yeah,
they always do that.
The VFX were updated to the point
they just don't finish it if they don't put it in the movie.
Yeah.
I know, but like he actually, it was weird how in that unfinished VFX shot, you could like his eyes were like had more definition than in the finished movie.
I think it's probably because they were the ones that were finished. Like that's probably his eyes without the filters on it.
Yeah, that's probably Ebon's eyes.
Yeah,
right.
So I know we talked about this a little bit, and Joe, you actually said that this didn't really do it for you, like what you were expecting it to be. I think is what you said, that or it didn't scratch your itch, I guess, for the movie.
Yeah, I didn't love the movie. That's an understatement. I was really disappointed by the movie, but man, I'm telling you, those trailers, I was geeking out over those trailers. So I wanted to love this movie.
Yeah.
I saw it twice. I went back. I was like, maybe I was in the wrong state of mind.
One of my biggest complaints was the lack of story for Ben.
Yeah.
I was about ready to say
that was probably my biggest complaint.
Yeah, as somebody who did like the movie quite a bit, I could have used a lot more thing. Of course, I love the cast.
Yeah, he's my favorite member of the team, so I was a little disappointed that like the other three members, they kind of had their own individual character arcs that had a start, middle, and end, and Ben did not have that.
It's so close. Like it's so easy, I think, just to add these couple of scenes I think would add a lot to it,
Yeah.
and
like this one, and like one scene with him talking to her in the city that really like pulls out his feelings for her. I think that would have helped a lot because he didn't have a lack of scenes. I think he had some really good scenes early in the movie. It just kind of dropped off when they started to chop it up for pacing.
Well, we heard, and maybe it'll be in one of these like scenes that we see over these next couple of weeks as they slowly start coming out. But we heard that there was a scene with like in the first act with like him at like a what's it called, like a love contest show thing, and it's
that's right, yeah.
And it's like I think there was a lot more, and like I really like and they tease it a little bit, but I really like this idea about this arc about him being afraid to feel comfortable around anyone at all in terms of like the love scene, and him being so insecure about getting back out there and putting his foot back in, especially with everything going on. Like Reed and Sue are this perfect couple, and Johnny's obviously great with the ladies, and him a rock monster. Like, how can he compete to the rest of his team in that? Like, I think there's a story there that could be really cool.
I mean, any relationship he's in, he has a sturdy foundation for it. So,
oh my god, oh my god. Anyway,
there's your dad joke for the evening.
I don't know why
I didn't come with any puns. Grandma.
I don't know why I'm one of the oldest people here, and I don't have dad jokes on hand like that. It doesn't work.
You need granddad jokes. What are you talking about?
I do need. I actually had a little box because Paige and I used to do dad jokes on the after party. I had a little box of dad jokes. I have them around here somewhere. It's like one of those little like cardy thing where you pull out the card and it's like a random thing on it.
Oh god. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Battery's dead, but I have a button.
Oh my god! Look, see, everybody's got them there. All right, so we had a red carpet. This is a clip that I wanted to talk about. When I pull this up, I want everyone to give me their reaction to the person asking the question before I ever hit play.
I know who it is.
I know who it is.
Know.
Now that you said that,
look, there we go.
Oh,
so,
boy.
all right. Luckily though, this is kind of a good clip. I love Alan here, having him come back as Nightcrawler. By the way, he's great on Traitors. If you're into like reality TV, he's incredible.
He's a solid actor overall, in my opinion.
Yeah, and he wears the best stuff. Like, I wish I had his clothing. So, but let's hear what this guy says. I want to hear if he asked him like a weird question or not. Because I've seen the response, but I've not seen the full clip. So,
oh boy.
But if you don't mind me asking, like, do people not like him, Alan Cumming? Because you said you wanted to get.
No,
the interviewer.
The interviewer, the guy asking the question.
Oh,
he loves to ask very inflammatory questions to get clips for Variety.
Is this the biggest Marvel project? It's like, shut up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
is he the guy that was asking about the James Gunn?
Yes.
Is this political?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with him as a person, but his interview style is, let me ask a very like loaded question on the red carpet.
For a media outlet called Variety, they don't seem to have a lot of variety in their interviews.
There we go. Let's hear it.
Well, was it like
Dad joke number 2?
Come back to the MC?
What was that?
I was like, dad joke number 2.
Except that one was good.
What was it like getting the call to come back to the MCU?
Oh, well, I thought it was a prank to start with because when I went to meet them at Disney, it was, I can't remember which Jewish holiday, but it's a Jewish holiday, so the place was empty, and I thought, what's going on? Is this one of those those shows that what's his name used to host? Punk'd. Yes.
Oh, Alan Kuchar.
Yes. I actually thought it was that, and then of course they couldn't have been more charming, and so it was actually a really lovely experience, the whole thing.
Love it.
Yeah, it's been nice, and I'm now a 60-year-old superhero.
What was it like?
I want to point out that he, for me, really set the tone for the quality of that movie in the very beginning of it. Like when we get that scene of him as Nightcrawler at the start, I was so impressed because I'm like, this character feels like Nightcrawler to me.
Yeah.
Right away.
Yeah, and you never really. I mean, granted, for the 2 episodes he was in of X-Men the Animated Series, he had a great sincerity to him, but you never really, up until that point in various media that you had gotten, you had not seen Nightcrawler as, okay, this guy can actually go around and kick a lot of ass. And that time you actually got to see it. And then
Harrison, how is this interviewer everywhere?
And then I'll say, X-Men 97 kind of took what X2 did and did it better.
when he has the like 3 swords, 2 in his hand,
Well,
1 in the tail
That,
with Logan.
and I've brought this up to you a lot, Darren, but when you get the POV of his teleport,
Yeah.
beautiful stuff.
God, that episode's awesome.
I mean, I think it's fair to say, maybe it's controversial, that X-Men 97 is the best version of X-Men.
I would agree with that.
It's
Yeah,
I
not,
don't know.
maybe the
not
comics.
controversial at all. That's
No.
my favorite piece of Marvel media that we've gotten in the last number of years.
It's in my top 4 shows of all time, I think.
Mhm. Yeah, it's
I mean, I wouldn't be. I mean, come on now.
So I want to point out we are now. Hold on, let me check over here.
Damn it, Darren.
We are 3 out of 10 super chats at any level, any tier to contribute. The winning option right now is we're going to give our hottest takes ever. That's
All right,
that's
well,
the winning one.
Well, whenever we do that stream, I'm probably going to be canceled that day.
We're going to give our hottest takes ever right now, and it's tied with "Is the MCU over forever?" Those are the 2 that are tied right now. But we need 7 more super chats at any tier to get those.
Zombies is next week.
I
Done.
love how me and Darren just go, no?
Yeah. No, move on.
Wonder
know. I
Man's in
think-
December. Case closed.
I don't know. We don't know. We never know.
Oh God, it's like the Sonic guy. I don't
I
know.
don't know. By the way, without any spoilers about tonight's episode of Peacemaker, because I just scrolled past the picture of Frank Grillo, so I felt like saying
I'm
this.
sorry, you said Peacemaker. As I was on my way back here, the last song that played before I got into my driveway was the fucking Wigwam song.
Oh.
What were the odds of that? I have no idea.
I am going to stand by the fact that this version of Rick Flag is not the same as the one in Creature Commandos. Literally not the same character. He is written so like completely differently in the 2 pieces of media, and it's written by the same person. He is so different. Am I on crazy pills? I don't know.
I mean, probably, but you know,
I would have agreed to a point, and then the twist happens. I was like, "Oh, that's pretty in line." like at first, I was like, "Oh my god, I kind of hate this character now." I was like, "Oh, okay, I see. Okay, we'll see." I don't know.
I don't know. It feels like a different character to me.
Shouldn't they have grayed his hair?
The reason why it didn't happen in
something
Superman was because he was filming something else at the same time. That was the excuse they gave. But with Peacemaker, I don't know why they didn't go back, because they could just say no, I'm saying, but like he could have just let it grow out. Like we could have seen a little bit of gray in it or something, but it's still just like dark again.
wait. So you're saying that somebody filmed 2 things at the same time and they didn't change their hair going from one set to the other? Where have we heard that?
I don't think they were filmed at the exact same time.
No, Darren.
I think they were. They were like, at least they crossed paths. At least like they were. I think they were doing both because. Wait,
sorry,
what?
I was looking at the chat.
I was like, wait, what happened?
Sorry, I was looking at what Serenity said. I've been saying it for a while.
Because James Gunn couldn't, like, he didn't direct the Peacemaker episodes because he was doing a Superman. So I think they were, I don't know how long they like crossed paths, but I'm pretty sure they were filming around the same time at least.
Let me double check.
Because
I believe you. I just want to double check here.
I was about to call him Peacemaker, but Cena could have literally like went in between like the episodes to do his cameo in Superman.
Actually, Superman started before Peacemaker.
Okay.
Peacemaker started filming in April. Superman started filming in February.
So it started filming, yes, but that doesn't mean that. Like,
there was a crossover.
Overlap,
yeah, there was an overlap, but I was just pointing out that Superman started like several months, or at least a couple months before. Before Peacemaker did. Yeah. But my point is, though, outside of the hair color, which I do agree, I like fuck your other movie. Like you have a continuity issue here. But it reminds me of the whole Superman thing about the facial hair, which, by the way, just leave the mustache on his face. Give Superman facial hair. I don't understand. What's the problem with that?
I mean, you saw what happened when they tried to take this facial hair away.
They did it on Superman and Lois, and it was fine.
Yeah,
he looked fine with a beard.
And it
hurt actually.
Well, you know, like, they had the little stubble there, but also, like in season 4, it fit the story that they were telling.
You know what was like
narrative reasons behind it. It made perfect sense.
Speaking of like Tyler Hoechlin, when he was on the Teen Wolf movie, you could clearly tell when he had a full beard, clean shaven the next scene.
Oh, really?
It was hilarious. Like it was so noticeable. Like
funny.
he just like he has instant growth beard in each scene.
All right, we had another super chat. This is over on the Reloaded channel, so we only need 6 more to reach the goal. We're really close. Cameron Walker with a $5 super chat. The interviewer asked someone how to feel. How to feel to call Leonardo DiCaprio. How it felt to call Leonardo DiCaprio daddy and Leonardo DiCaprio movie coming out. That same person.
Yeah, I sent you actually that clip in the.
Let me see.
In the Twitter thing.
Okay, let me see.
Like last week or so, I think.
How did I miss that? I must have been like scrolling through quickly.
I don't know if it's still up there or not.
Wait, in Twitter? Like in the Twitter chat?
Yeah, it's the Twitter one. Yeah. Just scroll up like 4 messages.
All right. Let's see here. Oh no.
Yeah, that one's pretty bad.
All right, let's see.
Oh, what is it? The one I'm thinking about?
It might be his worst clip yet, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and it's actually somebody's reacting to it. I don't know who this person is.
Yeah, I know. I couldn't find the normal video.
I thought it was Chainsaw for a minute, and then I'm like, no, it's not Chainsaw. All right, here it goes. I want to say that I am someone that loves old school interview style where you actually ask questions that are important to like the story and stuff. Like this seems to be like it's a TikTok thing. It's actually on TikTok, so I guess that makes sense. Anyway, Here we go.
What's it like calling Leonardo DiCaprio daddy?
Well, did not think that it would be something that I would do.
So it's
a hard-hitting question.
Murata Media. Okay,
I think that's just a guy that's reacting to it. I found on there.
Look how excited he is asking her this question. He's like giddy with excitement. Watch.
Calling Leonardo DiCaprio daddy.
Well, did not think that it would be something that I would do.
She's so uncomfortable. She is like
right because she's like, how do I respond to this?
Oh no. The thing is, I am like the farthest from a prude ever. Like I'm very open about like all kinds of conversation. Like it doesn't bother me. But I think when somebody's on the red carpet promoting their movie, I think you should have a little bit of decorum about the questions you're asking them. I don't know. Maybe I'm too old school, I guess, on that. I don't know. Is that wrong? Does anybody else disagree? Or
it's a weird question too, because it isn't like in the movie, I assume they are a real father and daughter, right? Like it isn't.
Oh no, are you right? Is that real?
I'm pretty sure it's their like in the movie they're real father and daughter. I could be wrong, but just
so
based
people
on the
are
trailer.
rolling with that clip and taking it out of context to mean something bad.
And yeah, he's using it as like daddy. It's like I'm pretty positive in the movie they're father and daughter.
Hold on, what's the name of the movie?
Oh,
Cue the Simon and Garfunkel song.
Let me see.
I think one battle after another or something.
Yes.
Like that.
Okay.
Yes, one battle after another.
Let's see.
Yeah, because I think the whole plot of the movie is like his daughter is kidnapped and he has to like get her back or something.
Yeah, that's it.
Darren,
It is. Oh no!
Darren, I feel like I've seen these movies before with Liam Neeson and Maggie Grace.
Okay, no. Okay, so at first I thought, all right, she's in a movie with him. She's playing a younger love interest, and that's what the daddy comment is about, right? That was the impression I got from that interview. Is that was what it was, but it's not.
No.
She is supposed to be his daughter in the movie.
Ooh.
Am I okay? That feels a little icky to me. Am I the only one?
Oh, it's very icky.
It's strange. It's very strange.
People are strange.
And I'm pretty sure they took that post off of their Twitter because like I went through and I was trying to find that post and I couldn't find it. So I'm wondering if they were like, ooh.
It reminds me when the interviewers did the chat GPT questions. You remember that? The clip we watched where it was like they did
why do you gotta remind me of that? Did you guys see that what is it, the One Battle After Another? That's the movie. Apparently Tobey Maguire was spotted at that premiere.
Which one?
Apparently, Tobey Maguire was spotted at that premiere. One battle after another.
Oh.
And people are running with the whole thing. Oh, he's in London now where these 2 Marvel movies are filming. Is he in one of them? It's like, okay, guys, just because somebody is in this gigantic city in a country where these 2 things are filming doesn't mean they're in these 2 things.
Okay, so
it could though.
A shout out to the person that sent me this on Twitter. They said not to say who they were, but shout out to you for sending this. I think it might have been I don't know what their YouTube name is or whatever. Somebody did ask me about Cardi B earlier. One of the lyrics from one of her new songs, let me read what it says here. Shout out to my hoes who wear pants like Kamala. I'm like, what is the context of that lyric? Because that is just funny to me. I listen to a lot of hip hop because I have to play it at the club, so like I hear a lot of really funny lyrics. But that was just hilarious to me. Shout out to my hoes that wear pants like Kamala. Like that's great.
That doesn't rhyme.
Well, I mean, it's not the full lyric. It's just one of the bars. It's like a half bar of the lyric.
Lyrics also don't have to rhyme.
I mean, they don't, but it's rap and R&B usually rhyme.
Sorry, that was just funny to me. I don't know why it was funny to me. Jake said it so deadpan. Lyrics don't have to rhyme. It's like, sorry, I don't know. That hit me funny.
Oh yeah, to tickle your funny bone.
It did a little bit, just a little bit, tiny bit. What is? Hold on. What is the usual age gap of a DiCaprio relationship? To be honest, maybe we're talking about a movie where it's like she's playing the daughter of the character.
She is 26, so she's too old for him apparently.
Oh geez,
Yeah,
I didn't
I
even say.
do believe
that's his whole
26
thing.
when he
Is like,
breaks up with
she's
the-
26.
Wait. Marvel Zombies got renewed for season 2 already?
No. They said that they're considering a season 2.
But Daredevil got renewed for season 3.
I did see that.
Let me
I thought it
send
was
you that
already renewed for season 3, though, wasn't it?
Not officially, no.
Oh, okay.
Now, I would not have been surprised if Marvel Zombies got renewed for a season 2 already, because they were already talking about like it was the same thing that happened. I wouldn't be in character if I didn't bring this up, but the same thing happened with X-Men 97 back in November of 23, like 5 months before season 1 even came out. They were already talking about their work on season 2, so that's not a new thing.
A Friendly Neighborhood, they also did season 1 and 2 together.
Yep.
So,
By the way, I just also want to state, Friendly Neighborhood is a pretty good series. And
love it.
Yeah,
Love it.
It talks about.
I think it's the best since Spectacular.
I'm personally more excited for like the animation side of Marvel right now than the main stuff. Like, I feel like I could just enjoy Spider-Man and X-Men for the next couple of years, and I'd be content. Like if you ask me, MCU ends forever, but I get a new season of X-Men every year. I don't know.
By the way,
the
first issue of that Spider-Man 94 comic is out.
That's nice.
Also, I saw that the new Batman comic is like breaking records in sales.
The Matt Fraction one. Yeah,
with Jorge.
That was a solid book, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, did you read it, Bob?
Yeah, I read it.
What did you think of it? You said it's solid.
I thought it was solid.
Yeah.
It has a little mini arc for Bruce, which is nice. So hey.
I sent that link, by the way, Eric.
I can answer that short car question there.
Yes.
Yeah, Sabrina Carpenter is going to be the guest star on. They're bringing back the variety show format from the 70s, and it's going to be a special. There's going to be first a special celebrating the 50th anniversary of the show, and she's the guest star for that episode, and it's a backdoor pilot. So if it goes to series, you'll get a different guest star every episode like the original.
That's amazing. I love Sabrina Carpenter. So, Marvel Zombie Season 2 is already being planned at Marvel Studios. The team is waiting for the signal to move forward. I mean, are they expecting it to be a big hit? I mean, is that what the concept is?
They are marketing it quite a bit.
Definitely a lot better than you got with like Ironheart and Eyes of Wakanda.
Yeah, and like these holiday shows have done really good, right? Like, I mean, Agatha, right? Like Agatha did really well for them, and it was around that like Halloween kind of season.
And this is a zombie thing, so it would fit that same sort of time period. In
Werewolf
the
by
year,
Night
so.
did pretty well. The Guardians Christmas special did pretty well. Maybe they just want something for like every holiday season.
So Avengers is going to be a Christmas movie? Kidding.
Well, directed by Shane Black.
Love it, actually.
All right, we're gonna do something a little fun, and then we're going to get into our topics that we had from.
And speaking of that, Ronan's on his way.
Okay, cool.
Okay. I'm actually gonna take off. I've had a long day and I'm starting to fade.
Okay, Joe. Well, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Good to meet you,
See you
Joe.
later.
See ya.
Cameron with a $2 super chat. Eric, have you seen the Anaconda trailer? Is there a new Anaconda trailer?
Full trailer, first trailer.
The reboot everybody's been hoping for.
Oh wait! Before we do this, we have to watch that.
Yeah,
we have to watch that. Oh no! I just.
Hey, it's not a dirty joke. It's a legitimate question.
Wait, what was the question?
They're talking about a trailer for Anaconda. I was like, is it long?
Yeah.
All right.
I have not seen the originals.
The original's kind of a cult classic now.
Yeah, it does have a cult following.
All right, let's watch this. Look at her butt.
Full meta.
I love it's meta though because the first movie was so ridiculous. So I mean, like this makes so much sense.
That actually looks kind of awesome.
Lord Wolf said it, so it's a parody of parody of the original. Yeah, it's an inside joke within the movie. So, oh my god, it did show a lot. Ace, I agree. There was a lot in there.
I respect it.
Screwface here with the $5 super chat, contributing to the Reloaded channel. Thank you so much. 500 Gil. Oh, the Final Fantasy reference. Oof. Sent chills down my spine. I'm a big Final Fantasy person. Says Disney will fast track
and scatter them like dust in the wind.
Oh, there we go. Says Disney will fast track Marvel Zombie season 2 and Daredevil when the boycotts ramp up and try to keep people from canceling Disney Plus. Okay, so again, my hot take is I don't think the boycott of Disney Plus is going to have the impact that people think it's going to have.
No, not at all.
I think that and you're right, but I'm not saying you're wrong. Screwface Capone, you might be right. I think the biggest impact, and I think everybody kind of agrees with me here. Maybe not everybody, but I think it's going to be the unions and stuff not working with them.
Absolutely.
All I can say, looking at this, is that it's a movie-ass movie.
I think in this age of all these reboots and sequels, I think you have to do different stuff. You have to try new things, and they're trying something new, and I kind of think it looks cool.
I mean, that's a great thing to like think on there, Darren, but unfortunately you'll still have a side of the internet where people are like, hey, we want different, and then when they get different, they know we don't like different, we want the same. It's like you're never going to please anybody.
We're only 4 super chats away from hitting the goal on the Reloaded channel. 4 super chats at any level, and we have an hour left, so you guys got plenty of time if you want to donate. That'd be a good time to do so. What's up, Darren?
I sent you one last news story that I thought.
Okay, I want to do this. This is going to be very quick, though. Cool. This is very quick. So this is another game of Would You Rather, but we're doing this differently. Okay. We're going to go down the tree here under me, and I'm going to spin the wheel, and whatever number it lands on is the question I'm going to read out. And these questions were auto-generated from Google Gemini. So I don't know what these questions are. I'm just going to read them as they get spun on the wheel. Okay, so blame AI if these are bad. Blame AI. All right.
When have we heard that before?
Darren, you were up first. Let's see what you're going to get. It could be a thing you don't know anything about at all. All right. Oh, number one.
Number one.
I am number one. Thank you.
Right. The number one question is: would you rather live on a planet in the Star Wars galaxy with constant conflict, or aboard a Starfleet ship where life is safe but very slow?
Oh, life is safe and slow.
So Star Wars universe, a lot of fighting happening, or on a ship where it's really boring. All you got is the holodeck, and that's it.
I don't know what the holodeck is.
The holodeck is a 3D It's a imagine VR, but like you can touch things and interact with things.
Okay.
And apparently in lower decks they have to clean them out a lot.
Yeah.
And watch TV on it.
Yes.
Then I'm going with that one.
Well, actually, it'd be more like interacting with TV. You would be a character in the story.
All right. That feels better. I don't know. I feel like I'm too much of a scaredy cat. To
be in the Star Wars galaxy. Okay.
Yeah, Star Wars is. But you know what? To be fair, I feel like there's corners of like the Star Wars galaxy. You could just kind of like, cozy up over there where there's not as much violence and war. Just be like,
True.
Chill out over there.
Welcome to the chat, Ronan. Joe just left and you just hopped in, literally right after him. So
really,
we're doing a wheel of Would You Rather. We're going to do this before we get into our top five. So here we go. We're going with 3Dub next. Are you ready, 3Dub?
Yep.
All right. Let's see what you get. Chat, feel free to answer in the chat. Chat, feel free to answer in the chat. Number 7. By the way, what I did, Ronan, was I went and Googled Gemini and I said, give me 10 would you rather questions about geek culture. So I have no idea what these questions are. All right, number 7 is would you rather fight alongside the Avengers as a Star Wars Sith Lord or with the Justice League as the Borg from Star Trek?
Sith Lord?
You'd rather be a Sith, but you're more of a Jedi, 3Dub.
Well, I like to be evil sometimes. I mean,
oh no, not the evil 3Dub.
We know that 3Dub. No, I was kidding.
So 3Dub would be an Avenger with the powers of a Sith Lord. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, lightning fingers. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, there we go. So would anybody here want to be on the Justice League as a Borg? I feel like.
I mean, I'll be honest, the Borg kind of kills it.
I mean, if we're putting all cards on the table, the Justice League already has a Borg.
That's true. That's true. Blame Gemini, not me. All right, Jake, it's your turn. If he ends up getting 10 because it's the last number on the wheel, that would be hilarious. Oh no.
2,
3.
He took my number.
It's a magic number.
All right, let's see what number 3 is. All right. Would you rather your life be full of magical Disney-style adventures with talking animals or more grounded but emotionally deep Pixar-style life lessons?
This would have been so much better for Darren.
Well, Darren can still answer after you.
Can you repeat that? I'm sorry.
Would you rather your life be like a Disney-style adventure with talking animals or an emotionally deep Pixar-style life lesson? Or like, which world would you rather live in?
Ooh. Well, there's no rule saying that there can't be talking animals in the deep Pixar life.
True.
So I'll go with that one.
So you'd rather have the Pixar world?
Yeah.
Is that what you would have picked, Darren?
I think I would have done deep lessons. I love a deep Pixar movie, man.
Yeah.
Nothing better than a deep emotional Pixar movie that will make me cry.
Yeah. So me and Darren are on the same page there.
All right.
Yeah.
It is Bob's turn. It's his first time with the wheel here. It's his first time with the wheel. Let's see what we get. Bob, if you've never been here during this, we use this wheel for a lot of fun games. So, all right.
The line.
Oh, wait.
Okay.
6. Okay. Right. So, Bob, your question is: would you rather live in a Disneyland, Disney World? Would you rather live in Disneyland, Disney World full time and never get allowed to leave, or have unlimited Disney Plus access but never go to a theme park again?
No, I would definitely go with unlimited Disney Plus access.
Bob's like, I don't want to be locked up in the theme park forever.
Yeah.
Mickey Mouse is like, you're trapped here.
With my family and stuff. No.
Yeah. Ace says, do the animals sing? Maybe they do. I don't know.
Just have a gangster Mickey beating you up if you tried to leave.
Whoops, hold on.
And Darren, they would be very picky about their choice of words.
All right. All right, it's time for Ronan. Let's spin the wheel. See what Ronan gets.
Are we going through 2 rounds of this or no?
Yeah, we're gonna do the whole thing.
Oh.
Are you afraid?
I literally thought I was right in the middle.
All right, number 5. Would you rather live in a Marvel world as a hero with constant responsibility and danger, or as a supervillain who gets all the power but must constantly hide from heroes? Like, basically, would you rather be a hero or a villain? Is essentially what it's at. You'd be a hero? So you want to always be out there saving the world, defending the weak, helping those that need to be helped.
Yeah.
Using your powers for good.
Yeah. I can't believe I'm about to quote this movie, but maybe that's the real punk rock. I can't believe I just did that. But
that's
I feel that quote's becoming more and more relevant.
Yeah, especially after these past 2 days, I'm like, you know what? I won't be cynical. Give me the X-Men. I'll hang out with you.
I want I want a middle ground. I don't want to always have to save people. I don't want to be evil either. I just want to fly to the store.
You just want to chill. That's all.
Yeah,
So Darren, this is why you
want to chill like a villain.
You want me to be like Foggy Nelson or like one of the supporting characters of these heroes?
Just let me be slightly selfish with my powers.
Oh, Darren got 8 as his next one.
Oh, okay.
All right, let's see. What is number 8? All right. Would you rather have Chewbacca as your lifelong companion, but he never speaks English, or have Rocket Raccoon who can talk constantly but annoys you as your sidekick?
Chewie. Easily. I love Rocket, but by day 1, I'm done with him. I was like, dude, you're awesome. I get Gigacha trauma. He's gonna steal
There's
my
a reason
arm.
why he hangs out with the tree that can only say one thing.
You're awesome when you talk to other people.
Yeah, he's going to verbally abuse me, steal my stuff, prank me, probably blow me up. Chewie is a loyal companion, so definitely Chewie.
All right, here we go.
Stuff.
3-Dub. What number do you want, 3-Dub?
It's probably going to be 9.
All right. Number 9. Okay, this is another one that's kind of interesting about Marvel and stuff. Would you rather your career be in the Marvel movie universe where you're famous but constantly in danger, or in the Star Wars universe where you can be obscure and safe? Where would you rather live?
Wow, two universes that I really like. Well, there's a lot of heroes.
Because in these universes, you're not a hero or a villain. You're just someone that lives in these universes.
I have faith in my heroes on the Marvel universe, so I'm going with Marvel.
Okay, so you're putting your life in their hands.
Yeah, I live for a little danger.
Snapped, buddy.
Oh.
I laugh in the face of danger.
Yep.
Oh my god!
Yep. All you gotta do is move to New York. You'll be set.
Was that a Lion King reference?
Yes, it was.
I see you.
4.
Oh, Jake got dead last. Damn it. All right.
And I was quoting Last of Us, technically.
All
Sorry,
right.
Ronan. I didn't even think about it until just now. No joke.
Would you rather live in a Disney movie as an animal that cannot speak?
Why am I getting all the Disney animal ones?
It's not just Disney.
And I'm getting the Star Wars ones.
Or in the Star Trek world as an alien who cannot see.
Ooh. Can I pick my Disney animal?
I mean, I guess, yeah. So you're an animal, but you can't speak. This is yeah.
Well, this is to please Darren. I will be one of the lions in Simba's Pride.
Oh, okay.
Amazing.
There we go.
Should have picked a dragon or something.
I was thinking about it.
All right, let's see what we got for Bob. This will also determine Ronan's number as well. And then we're going to talk about whatever Darren sent over. So Bob is 2 and Ronan is 4. All right.
These are even questions.
Nice wheel.
Yeah. All right. So number 2 is: would you rather be part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe but constantly fight cosmic level threats that could destroy the planet or the universe, or live in the DC universe and deal with only street level criminals?
One's a lot better for your health, I imagine.
Yeah. You know what? I'm going to go for Marvel because I like a challenge.
Wow.
I'd go Marvel too because I think that's a.
I won't get bored.
I don't know how Jake always ends up right in front of the text when that's the one place he doesn't want to be. It's hilarious. It happens every single time. And I swear I'm not moving him there.
Yeah, if I didn't know any better, I'd say you did it on purpose.
Yeah. All right. So the last one for Ronan here. All right. Would you rather have the ability to travel to any point in time, but never return to your starting point, or relive one day at any point in time for 24 hours over and over again?
Oh God, this is a Shrek 4 question.
That's a Quantum Leap reference, isn't it?
I feel like either way, you're not come back home. You're just gonna be in a limbo. But at least if you go back in time to a specific date, you get to live out some stuff.
Yes, you just can't go back to where you started. So like you could go like a week back in time and then just live from that.
Especially with what's happening right now. Fuck yeah, I'm out of here. Like deuces.
That's a perfect question for you.
Yeah.
I mean, you can technically that question's like very vague because you can leave 1 minute and come back like 5 minutes later to that same point.
I mean, you could technically, yeah, but
I
the thing
do not
is,
want to come back within the next 10 years. Are you shitting me? Like fuck that. Like,
Changing
just, like,
the
half a
past
day at
doesn't
a
change the
time.
future.
yeah. Or you could do a Groundhog's Day and just relive the same day over and over and over.
I think I would get like I would literally like blow a fuse.
I'd kill myself.
D3. Yeah.
Stuck in a time loop.
Yeah.
All right, Darren, what did you send over here? Let's see.
It's kind of a silly one, but I really want to talk about that date in particular.
Oh God,
Wait
I
a
see a
minute.
name in this tweet and I'm just like, oh no.
Oh wait, is it who I think it is?
No, it
Probably
says
not.
here, Mr. Beast and Salish Matter joined the cast of Angry Birds Movie 3 with Anthony Padilla and Ian Hecox reprising their roles. December 23rd, 2026.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going up against Marvel.
Yeah, I wanted to bring that up because, like, we were talking about how many movies have been flooding that December date, right? Shrek moved, Ice Age moved, and Angry Birds saw that and said, you know, Shrek's too scared, but we're not, which I think is really, really funny. And I was going through and I was like, okay, what's still in December 26th? So right now, if nothing moves, we have Jumanji 3, Dune Part 3, Avengers Doomsday, Narnia as a limited release, and Angry Birds 3, which is a pretty stacked lineup still.
That is. That's a real thick December.
I forgot about Gerwig's Narnia.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting about that.
Before we move on, we got a couple super chats here. Bob, did you want to participate in our on our top 5 list? We're going to be doing it here in a minute. I didn't know if you wanted to make a quick list or if you just wanted to hang out. You don't have to if you don't want to.
I'll see.
Okay. What we're doing is we're doing God, why do I keep forgetting what this is?
Top 5 DC adaptations /
Right. Okay. Right. Yeah. So what we're doing is our top 5 least favorite DC adaptations in live action or animation from the comics.
For everybody that did theirs previously, no borrowing from last week.
Right. So, but Bob's can be whatever he wants because he wasn't here last week. So we'll just let him do his own list. But anybody that you did anything that was mentioned last week cannot be mentioned again from people that were already here. But Bob's can be whoever he wants it to be.
I'm at the book for that one just because I put top best.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I flipped.
All right. Oh, that's right. You did. We talked about it last week. You had like half of your list was that. Yeah, that's fine.
I was gonna say, do you want to put another worst together? Or I don't know how long that would take you.
Oh, you're talking to Ronan. You're talking to
Ronan. No. Yeah, I was talking to Ronan.
I could try right now, but I doubt it. But I'll try right now.
Yeah. Lone Wolf with a $5 super chat, contributing to that 10 goal. I think we're only like 2 or 3 away now. Speaking of movies, does anyone remember what this is from? I am Ulaw. I am Nobody, bitch, you are mine. I'd love a remake. LMA.
Yeah, and I responded to it with it's a Jet Li reference.
Yeah. It's from the one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, that movie, oddly enough, was entertaining to me, but it's really fucking dumb. But
no, that's the thing. I love that movie. It's so stupid, but it's entertaining.
Yeah.
Those are the best movies.
That was actually the multiverse movie before multiverse movies were really popular. Now that I think about it. Because then you have to kill different versions of himself
first, or
yeah, actually, he got a point. Oh God! Oh, now I'm not gonna look at that movie the same way. Oh.
Cameron with the $5 super chat. Eric, did you see that James Gunn said that we might see charlatan characters like Ted Kord, Blue Beetle, and Captain Atom in the Question of the DCU? We talked about this a little bit, that we wanted to see that. Like a lot of us wanted to see that.
I know Ronan wants that last one.
As soon as I saw that thing on Threads, I was like Mickey and Rocket 2. I was like, what are we waiting for? I was like, let's go. I was like, oh man, that is.
Are we like all gonna get like little teases to the things we want one by one? Is that what's gonna happen?
Well, here's the thing. Then now everybody's caught up to where me and a couple of the press have been covering the show. Everybody's caught up now. So next 3 weeks are just
okay. So I did see. We're talking about Peacemaker, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I have heard that James Gunn specifically left out next week's episode because it's his favorite episode of the season, right? Isn't that true?
He said it's his favorite thing he's ever done.
Is it episode,
really?
Is it episode
Really?
8? Is
6.
it 8?
6 and 8. He said those are his two favorite things.
Yeah.
So I'm like, either you're overpromising or you did a good enough job to like hold.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time DC has overpromised something.
Yeah.
Shouldn't all of his projects be his favorite though?
Well, I think it's gotten better just because
Why?
you could tell the Suicide Squad, at least for me, that felt like a lot of like either like stuff off his shoulders. But I think he accomplished a lot with Guardians 3. I don't know how in this modern age it's hard to like really stick the landing on the trilogy. And then with Superman, whether you like the movie or not, it got Clark back in the limelight for the most part, and people want to see more of him.
Yeah, and then you have movies like Super.
Which is before all this, which that is true. Which I did like.
I think this might be a Dexter reference. Is this a Dexter reference from Lone Wolf? $2 super chat. Am I wrong about this?
I never
Dokes or Gus. I assume that's Dokes from Dexter or Gus from Breaking Bad.
Oh,
yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Deal with so this is a would you rather. Would you rather deal with Dokes or Gus, but Dokes is sus of you?
I'm gonna go Gus.
You know what? I'm gonna go with Dokes because he's a cop. He's a cop.
Yeah, I mean, Dokes, you're going to prison. Gus, you're getting shot in the head.
Yeah, you're gone.
Like, you're dead. Yeah.
Hey, not if you get on his good side. That implies that he has a good side.
Yeah, but it says. Wait, what was the question again? He said deal with
Dokes or Gus, but Dokes is sus of you.
He said deal with. So I'm gonna assume that you're not on Gus's good side. If you're working, Gus seems like a good boss if you listen to the rules. Like he seems, he'll give you your money. You go on your way. Just don't cross him.
Yeah, there's a lot of blue there.
You know what? As I was sitting here, I don't know what made me think about this, but what's happening with that? What's happening with that Captain America and Black Panther game?
Oh,
That's
there were
early next year.
There were some leaks.
There were some leaks.
Because I was really looking forward to that game.
No. It's like soon, right?
Well, it said late 2025, early 2026, but I hadn't really seen anything else about it. So
as of now, it would have been either a December release or maybe
I remember it got pushed back. Hold on.
at late April, March release is my guess.
I think it was gonna go.
It had a date.
It didn't have a specific date, did it?
No,
I think it did. I thought it. Hold on.
Did it? If it did,
I think it did, and then maybe it got pushed.
Yeah.
It just says 2026 here. Okay.
So
hopefully, very, very early 2026, because we've been waiting
Not a lie, Serenity.
It says early
Wait-
2026.
Waiting for that, and then Wolverine. So
Hopefully
man, don't even
next week.
I mean, okay. Here's my question, and I realize I'm preaching to the choir here. What good comes from one Joe Jackass leaking shit for these games onto the internet, because you are ruining the chance of anything happening from them, and you are lessening that chance because you're putting stuff out there that people don't want seen. So the thing that everybody, including you and your scatterbrained mind, wants seen too, you want it seen. So just sit on your ass, go for a walk, go whatever you need to do to just pass the time by, and just be fucking patient and stop being an entitled little brat.
It's clout.
Sure, but what?
No, I agree with you. It's not worth it because now I'm afraid
it's-
this is gonna get the Wolverine treatment.
They're
That's
like,
what afraid me.
look,
These
they're
are-
like, oh look, I did this. Look at me, I'm cool. It's like, no, everyone is down your throat about it.
I mean, that person that did the GTA 6 things, they got sued, right?
Yeah.
Facing time? I'm pretty sure.
I think you're correct.
So that's it's not even worth it.
No, and see, I don't know. Maybe I'm just missing the old days too much, but I miss when games got announced on TV. You got hyped for it then in the moment. 3, 6 months, maybe even a year went by, and then you had other stuff on your mind. That game was there in the back of your mind. You would think about it every couple weeks, but you were going on with your life. You had stuff to do, and then when the game came out, you're like, oh yeah, that game. I remember seeing it from the TV. I know, which is a legitimate source because it was a thing that was officially released. I remember seeing that. I was excited for that. I'll go get it. Why is that so difficult?
It just sucks, man. Now I'm worried. These were the two big games I was looking forward to outside of part 3. But I was just like, come on, man.
Yeah, and I even said the whole thing with Wolverine. Sorry, I see the super chat.
That's okay. That's okay. Go ahead, finish.
I just want to say this. So you take the two big Wolverine games, and one was definitely bigger than the other, but you take the two that came out before this, which is the X-Men Origins Wolverine game and the X2 Wolverine's Revenge game, which, despite sharing the title with the movie and having Hugh Jackman on the cover, didn't have anything to do with the movie at all. You take those two games and you mix the tone, aesthetic, and storytelling of the X2 game and the combat and brutality of the X-Men Origins game, you've got a perfect bundle right there. So hopefully it'll be one of those things, kind of like the Wolverine trilogy, where the first movie, or the first installment, has its fans, but is kind of viewed as a disappointment, whereas the second one was viewed as a major step up, and hopefully this third one can be like the magnum opus.
All right, so we got a super chat. Yeah, that's fine. We got a super chat from Jonathan here, a $5 super chat. Have you heard the rumors? This is actually 3 out of 5 on the Debunks channel, and we still have 40 minutes. So if you guys want to donate over there, you can. Have you heard rumors of Nightwing being the big cameo at the end of Peacemaker? I haven't heard that. Has anybody heard this yet about this being the cameo?
All I've been hearing is either it's Superman, it's Batman, it's some deep cut stuff. That's all.
I would say Batman would be more likely of those two, just because I think he wants to introduce somebody new.
Is it possible? And I don't want to spoil it for anybody because I think maybe people want to stay positive about it. Is it possible?
Did I just get called Dexter?
Huh?
Wait,
Did I just get called Dexter in the chat?
What?
Look at the bottom there.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
I forgot what I was saying now.
Sorry, that just threw me off.
Damn it, Bobby.
You said, is there a chance that we could get...
Yeah, what was I talking about though?
It's related to
DC cameos, End of Peacemaker.
Oh,
sorry.
It's okay. That the cameo we get is on Earth 2, and it has nothing to do with our main characters. Somebody from Earth 2 is the big cameo, and it's just a one-off thing that we never see again.
I don't know if it quite qualifies as a big cameo, but I could see James Gunn having fun with something like that.
Well, I mean, it could. we talked about it, I think like a couple episodes back, where it's like, what if it's like the Earth X version of like the Justice League? And
well, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. Like another Superman, another Batman, another Wonder Woman that are literally not the right ones.
But it would still be big because it'd be played by the same person, right? So if like Wonder Woman, although I don't know if I want my first version of Batman and Wonder Woman be Nazis, like maybe that's not the move.
Well, they did mention Bloodhaven. That's true. They did mention that.
It could be David Cornsway as Batman.
Yeah, but I mean, like all these cities and stuff got mentioned and stuff in Creature Commandos. So,
but I will say this: if it is Bloodhaven's mention is what the tie-in for Nightwing is, that is on Earth 2 or whatever this other Earth is.
Yeah.
So,
I think creatures definitely make a cameo. I think it just makes sense. They said that they want to like establish what the DC is going forward. I think he wants to show off his like animation going into live action thing. I think we'll get live action version of them.
Is this what you were talking about, Jay?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
3 likes on this one. 3 people have liked the super chat.
Yeah, I had seen a clip a while back when the season started about like on the next week of Peacemaker, and there's a little bit of one of those clips, and that's something I'm like, yo, is that gonna start connecting stuff? Because some stuff is name dropped, and I'm just like, man, oh man, when is that gonna hit? Because again, that would be a good reason to hold off spoilers from even the press.
Well, Ronan, and this isn't gonna happen, but it'd be my favorite thing if they did.
Oh my God!
The thing that you told me, that you showed me, if they actually show that character,
Jake,
what
the super chat?
Oh, now say my name. There are I will say this, and I will also be impressed if anyone solves it, which doesn't have to be tonight. It can take 5 streams for all I care. There are 2 like TV phrases in this same caliber down here in the super chat that go above the Walter White.
I have to think about it. I couldn't do that off the top of my head.
Right? No. I'm not saying anybody has to do it tonight. I'll be impressed if anybody ever does, though.
Jonathan follows up. If it is Nightwing, do they keep the actor for Brave and the Bold? I think if anybody does cameo, they would have to.
So
right?
That's the whole thing. And like whether you're doing
like
a cameo and then you appear later in a movie, even if you're voicing a character in like an animated project, Gunn has said that people voicing those characters will play them in live action if they do ever appear. Yeah. So it would be that same sort of thing. And I know people were. This is like a small corner of the fan base. I don't know how many people will remember this, but Steve McQueen wanted to play Nightwing for years. For anybody who remembers that back in the day, he wanted to. Like back in, I'd say probably like the early days of Arrow, around like season 2, give or take. That man wanted to play Nightwing with all his heart and soul.
I mean, I think I know who's going to be Nightwing. Chris Pratt, obviously.
Oh God.
Okay. If you're, I'm not saying they should do this, but if there is one DC character that he would fit, it's Booster Gold.
It's too basic.
So is Jason Momoa as Lobo, but they're doing that.
That's true, but that man was born like I don't know.
Like, what? And you're saying it wouldn't be fitting if Chris Pratt, walks around in like blue and yellow spandex with like advertisements all over him.
Chris Pratt wasn't begging for Booster Gold. Jason Momoa sat there like a baby, being please, please, please.
I agree. I'm not sure.
I think he wants that more than he wants anything in the world.
Garfield, though.
Garfield.
Oh man.
All right. So I want to do shout out. We did hit the goal in the Reloaded chat, so confetti fell. Thank you guys so much. That means we will be picking one of the things on that list. So make sure you do that. And we are now 3 out of 5 super chats over on the Debunks channel. If we hit 2 more of those, then you guys will get to pick the Chud video that I make next week. I'll do doing a Griff video. So
Eric, what shirt are you wearing?
Street Fighter.
Oh, I was about to say, is that Ryu?
Yes.
Sonic Boom.
By the way, I had several people asking about the I'm Bored t-shirt. The link is pinned at the top of the chat. If you want to click on that to go grab a I'm Bored shirt. I'm going to be putting up more merch soon. A lot of like actual art that I'm working on that I'm going to be putting on those. So definitely stay posted to the store. When I do a drop, I will always have one of the shirts on stream so you guys can see it. Also, the Discord link is there as well.
I just thought about something. And Eric, me and you talked about this on one of like those random streams way back, and this memory just unlocked into my mind. We were talking about how we'd be interested in seeing Colton Haynes come back and play a member of the Bat family. What if he's Nightwing?
Really?
I'm not saying it's like the go-to pick, but I'm just saying.
So Jonathan mentioned something about Chris Pratt as Plastic Man, and then Lone Wolf chimed in here with a $2 super chat. Andy Samberg for Plastic Man. Please.
What's his name? Who voices Sonic? What's his name?
Oh, yes. Ben Schwartz.
Ben
He's
Schwartz
been
is,
the one
is
that,
my
like,
dream.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And make it animated, right?
And
Like,
speaking of Plastic Man, I think no. Yeah, there was the rumor that like Matthew Lillard was and back that they're gonna be Plastic Man and James was gonna write it. And it's
so a little thing there. They've been trying to get a Plastic Man movie made since 1992.
It's one of those things, isn't it? It's one of those things.
An animated, like not Spider-Verse style, but like that like caliber.
Give it like an Arcane style or something. You can
Arcane would be amazing. Yeah.
Incredible.
I've said two DC characters that would really benefit from Arcane style animation: Plastic Man and the Flash.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. So with that being said, who is participating in their 5 least favorite DC adaptation list? So I can get the wheel going. Who is it? Who is
list put together.
I might have to down for that one. Yeah, I'll watch.
Okay, Ronan, you can either stay here or you can chill in the chat, whatever you want to do.
Chill.
Yeah. I'm just going to take you out of the wheel.
Yeah, I was going to say what he can do is he can like give all of our options like a rating.
He can throw shit. Everybody's one. I'll wait till the end. I'll do all mine at the end, like I did every other time. I prefer doing that. So
I got a thing for tonight.
What?
So
you got a thing for tonight? What does that even mean?
Oh.
So lollipops are good and broccoli is bad. For like the good and bad answers for people.
You know what?
I'm on board with that. So that's going to be it. In the chat, if you were feeling our answers tonight, if it really goons your gears, it is going to be a lollipop. So hold on, I mean grind your gears. No, that's the wrong saying. Goons your gears, right? So goons your gears, it is a lollipop. If it grinds your gears, then it is a broccoli.
I just came up with that
later.
I just came up with that on the fly, and I'm proud of that. Wait, Ronan, are you holding up a McDonald's cup?
Yeah.
Oh, I literally can't.
Oh my god.
I stopped there on my way back.
Everyone's loving it, apparently.
I have a McDonald's cup too.
Oh my god.
I feel left out.
I know.
Tonight was a lucky night because those fries were the freshest.
Oh my! The trick is order them without salt. They're fresh every time. You put your own salt on them.
That's what I've heard. Make them fresh every time for that.
Although what's stupid, I just got to say this: at a number of McDonald's now, and you really have to like study them to figure out which one does or doesn't do this. If you want napkins in your bag, you specifically have to ask for it sometimes.
Yeah, you do.
It's stupid as shit. Like that should just be a given.
Yeah.
Wait, someone's saying look at Cameron's super chat.
Oh, hold on. Yeah, we got some super chats. Hold on, let's get these super chats up quickly. Where's it at here? A $2 super chat from Lone Wolf. He can't keep getting away with this.
What?
It's talking about you, I'm pretty sure.
That's another Breaking Bad reference.
Pretty sure.
Okay.
But you actually got it. Yeah. So,
Lone Wolf. You
Cameron,
don't know who you're dealing with. I am not in danger, Lone Wolf. I am the danger.
Oh no. $2 super chat from Cameron. Hartley Sawyer as elongated man in the DC.
I was wondering if someone was going to say this.
Someone that should have never been canceled completely.
Yep.
Got canceled.
In direct opposition to the character he was playing.
Jonathan Cantrell. Yeah.
Wasn't he played Elongated Man, right?
Yeah. His whole arc was like about redeeming himself.
He had some really edgy tweets back in the day, but everyone else said he was a really nice guy and that he wasn't that person anymore, and he changed. But so
was that a James Gunn syndrome right there?
I was about to say, you know what? The freaking CEO of DC had edgy tweets back in the day too, but look where he is now.
Right. Also, again, I don't know if you guys touched on this topic, and I'll just be vague about it. I'm like, hey man, Disney is just like. They're 2 for 2 now. I just like, come on, man. Like, I thought you would have learned your lesson out by history, but you know,
we spent like 30-45 minutes on it earlier. But we like we're on the same page. We're on the same page. Jonathan here with another $2 super chat. Thank you so much. We are 4 out of 5 on the Debunks channel now, thanks to the support over there. What Flash does Gunn use? I hope he chooses Wally. I think a lot of people want to see Wally as the main Flash, but Barry to be like a mentor.
Yes.
So
yeah, he can be in like the contemporaries, you know, somewhere in the same range as like a Kyle Chandler, Hal Jordan.
I was about ready to say, would they want to do the same thing they're doing with Lantern?
Yeah.
Well, they're doing the same thing with Damian. Like Damian Wayne's gonna be the Robin, and it's like,
Right.
okay, I guess we're not gonna do Dick Grayson or Tim Drake at least, but like, all right.
Well, see that I feel like there's a little bit of an asterisk there because Tim, I feel like we may start the movie with Tim as Robin. And then we might see, you know, maybe he like forges his own path. Maybe Stephanie Brown's there too, and then he forges his identity of Red Robin.
I would like if Dick is in like in between. Like
what, Darren?
I would like if Dick is still in his like in between. Like do it as much as I dislike the show. Do it Titan style, where he's not Robin anymore, but he's not Nightwing yet, and we get to see that transition on screen. I think would be really cool.
Yeah, just leave
out. As a Nightwing fan, I'm down.
Okay, hold on. I gotta pull this chat up because
just leave out the fuck Batman stuff.
If you are religious, you definitely need to pray for you if you're going to be watching Superman 3 and 4. Now, like, definitely, especially 4.
Which one's the one with Richard Pryor? Is that 3?
That's 3. That's not a Superman movie. That's a Richard Pryor movie.
I still haven't seen 3 and 4. I still haven't done it.
Darren, spare yourself.
Haven't done them.
Please.
3's better than 4. I'll say that.
3 has the dark Superman stuff, and I do like that.
It's just not a Superman movie. It doesn't like a Superman movie.
This 4 was terrible with that CGI, like
what is going
gold
on
guy. I don't even know what his name was.
Nuclear Man.
Nuclear Man. I want to say radioactive man. I'm like, that's not right.
One of the big problems with 4 too is the budget got slashed to like this. So they had almost nothing to work with. So they kept having to reuse VFX shots. So the shot where you see Superman doing like this toward the center of the camera. Hold on, my camera's right here. You see him doing that number. They reused that about 5 or 6 times in the movie.
Yeah,
it's sad. That's like the 2 franchises like from that time that like I kept hearing that after every movie, you just kept cutting down the budget. The Planet of the Apes franchise went through that, and like it was just like, man.
Of course, Paigey comes in to say that my lips are looking tasty tonight.
Hello.
There we go. Everybody's excited. They're like, "Oh, it's Paigey," of course. Jonathan here with the $2 super chat. I think Absolute Wally's origin would work in DCU. Bob, you've been reading the Absolute comics, right?
To a degree.
I'm really behind on the Absolute Flash stuff. It's really veiled in mystery at the moment.
I want to read Martian Manhunter. I let us like trippy ass stuff.
Martian Manhunter is trippy.
The only ones I've been reading are Batman and Flash.
Dude, I heard
Superman and
Catwoman
Wonder Woman are actually my favorites right now.
Afro-Brazilian right now, dude, which I'm like.
I don't know. The Absolute Superman stuff isn't really connecting with me. I know it has its fans. I'm just not really one of them.
That's true, Chris. At least he typed something I can put on screen. All right, so we're going to spin the wheel. This is going to determine the order that everyone is going in. Bob, this is the first time you've been here, so we do like round robin. Basically, just give your answer. It doesn't have to be in any particular order, and then just give a brief reason why you picked them.
I just looked at what you sent me.
I will rearrange everybody in the middle. I'll keep myself and Ronan on the top and the bottom of the list here, or the front and the back, I guess.
You're right back.
Let's see what we got here. We're going to spin first. Let's see who goes first.
My money's on Darren.
It's 3 dub.
Oh.
Boo! I'm just kidding.
Remember, chat, it is lollipops and broccoli.
I'm proud of myself. I came up with that one on the fly.
It's going to be Jake. Or not. Darren.
Oh, by the way, I wanted to point out we hit the goal in the Debunks channel. So I will be putting up a poll for which grifter you guys would like for me to make a video on next week. This past week it was Clownfish TV, Clownfish TV. So next week I'll put another one up. So
Eric, are you talking about a TV show there?
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's see between Jake and Bob.
Oh, I want
it. Don't have to move.
All right, there you go.
I mean, now you do. Wait. Oh, yeah.
No, we're doing clockwise, so it'll still stay the same. Because me and Ronan will stay on this line over here. Clownfish is probably a resident of Clownville.
Clownville's a resident of, you know what? Never mind.
Yeah, it's 5 again, everyone. This is the other half. It was going to be 10, but we broke it up over two streams. So drop that out there.
Thank you, Serenity. Thank you. That's what I'm saying.
With that being said, let's start out with 3Dub. 3Dub, what is your first option? What is your first pick?
My first one is from the 90s, and that is Superman from Dean Cain. Dean Cain's version.
Oh.
That's a good one, actually. That's a really good one. Remember, lollipops are good, broccoli is bad.
For a lot of reasons.
Yeah, I think we'll all agree with you on that one.
Yeah.
As someone who hasn't seen it, fuck Dean.
All right. A bad choice.
Darren, what is your next one?
Oh my. It is my turn, isn't it? Sorry, let me pull my notes out. I forgot I was second. I'm also going to go with the Superman. Can't be Dean Cain because that's probably the worst you'll find. But I am not really a huge fan of the DC AMU Superman for the majority of the run. I think they kind of misunderstand what kind of Superman's all about. For a good chunk of those movies, especially those first couple, he is arrogant and high-minded and kind of rude, and I feel like doesn't really embody the character in the way that I see. And I think they really tried to kind of circle back around on a lot of the characters in that universe with Superman, Wonder Woman, Lois Lane in Death of Superman. And I think that movie onward, they were really trying to do some course correction with him. But I think the damage was kind of done, and he will always be very low on my totem pole.
Darren, you're getting some broccoli. Darren's getting some broccoli.
Wow.
Well, is what it is.
Darren's like, I'll just accept it. It
is what it is.
All right. With that being said, we do have a super chat here. Hold on quickly from Lone Wolf. $2 super chat. I've already asked, did I take anyone's 5? I don't think so. I don't think anybody had anything on your list. I think it was all.
Nope.
I think everybody had some different stuff. I think 1 or 2 people had to swap some stuff out, but for the most part, it was all different. So, yeah, if you guys didn't see, Lone Wolf actually joined us on stream briefly.
It was fun.
Last episode. It was a lot of fun. All right, Bob, what is your first pick?
Okay, I got a little bit confused. I was naming top 5 least favorite DC movies, or is there a bit more?
Okay.
I mean, that's an adaptation, so
that still counts because it's just an adaptation. So anything you didn't like in live action or animation from comic books to it could be a movie, it could be a story, it could be a TV show, it could be anything.
I'm going for Catwoman.
Oh, okay.
Halle Berry?
Yeah.
Halle Berry, Catwoman.
Yes.
I will say I think Halle Berry looked great.
I mean,
as Catwoman.
That's one thing. I'll say
Halle
Berry's gorgeous.
They didn't exactly adapt any comics with that movie.
The Catwoman was definitely an adaptation, though. That was for sure. What was it? She was like controlled by Cat God or something. I don't remember.
Yeah,
and then, like her name
basketball scene.
Her name wasn't even Selena Kyle.
Lone Wolf agrees. Yeah, that was one of Lone Wolf's picks too, because that was just so bad. I was like, when they said, I was like, oh.
That one's getting like a cult following now, though. There's people that are like, there by it.
As someone who's seen it twice, no, it doesn't.
Me ouch from Fetman Plays here. All right, so Jake, that brings us to you for your first pick of the night.
All right, so I'm going to go into the DCEU for this one.
Okay.
I know this movie has its fans. I'm not one of them, but I can appreciate that there are certain things that people enjoy about this movie.
Mhm.
However, this one particular character is something that I never see praised. And that is Birds of Prey's Cassandra Cain. If they were trying to go for name recognition, they just failed, because instead of making her this, assassin that's trained by Lady Shiva and Black Spider, giving her, this premise that she could be a Batgirl in the future, they make her a street rat orphan that has no connection to Cassandra Cain whatsoever. Doesn't resemble the character in any way. There are a lot of liberties that movie took with its characters. But probably the most egregious one to me was Cassandra Cain, because I love that character in a lot of other media, and she sucked.
So I will say tonight versus last episode, we're getting a more variety of responses in the chat. Last time everybody was sort of on board with the responses, but tonight we're getting like some broccolis, some lollipops. It's not all lollipops. So it's pretty
Oh yeah, she like swallows a diamond and then craps it out. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
It's a key plot point. Come on.
That's true. That's true. 3Dub, what is your next choice?
Yeah, it is my turn. I'm going for the entire movie this time.
Okay.
I extremely hate Batman v Superman.
Oh wow.
That was on my list, but I
you can
it's not quite there.
You can still keep it if you want. We'll just skip you for one round if you want. Because if you both hate it, you both hate it. So, Batman v, I mean, that technically that is an adaptation of a story, because there was a story called Batman.
3 of them.
Versus Superman.
I mean,
Yeah,
there's a lot of Dark Knight Returns in that. But,
yeah.
Superman. And
would you both like to give your reasons for not liking it? Any particular reason?
My reason is the breakup fight is all due because they had the same mother name. It just pulls me the fuck out.
That's a big one.
Well, I mean, if you don't get it, you don't get it.
Wow. There's some broccoli going up in the chat for this one. 3Dub, you're getting broccoli on that. So,
well,
at least
how does
Chris
it make
is
you
with
feel?
me.
At least
Yeah,
Chris is with me.
That's true. All right, so Darren, what is your next choice?
Bear with me on this one, because it's been a while since I've seen the show, and maybe it just misunderstood adaptation. But I remember being very complexed with what they were doing with Poison Ivy on Gotham.
Oh,
just the many.
You gotta be specific. Which one?
Kind of the transition. I always thought was very weird when it was like, okay, you had the first one, and you introduced the second one. And then it was a kid that you're morphing into an adult. And it's like, okay, but you're still sexualizing the character.
Yeah.
And it's like, they are 12. And that was always very uncomfy to me. It's like, oh.
Because they go from kid to adult actress to second adult actress. Why did we need that one in the middle?
It's yeah. So, again, I like one of the actresses. I don't even remember which one.
Are you talking about Peyton List from The Flash?
Yeah. I like her as the cast of Poison Ivy, but it's weird knowing what we know about the character itself and what they did with it. And I think that's just one of those. Just make her adult to start with. I don't make her a kid, and it was a weird thing that they did there.
Weird and Gotham kind of go hand in hand.
Oh boy.
Yeah, and they could have done some cool things with her, but I wasn't a huge fan.
Right. All right. So Bob, we're gonna just jump over you on this one because you had the same pick as 3Dub. We'll come back to you in the next one.
Wait, he didn't give his reason though.
Oh yeah, you did give a reason though, right? Didn't you, Bob? Didn't you say what it was?
I don't recall giving a reason, but I'll just say
go ahead. Yeah.
Zack
So what was your
Snyder
reason?
Fundamentally misunderstands Superman. He does not get Superman.
That's true.
Man of Steel had potential, but he needed to follow it up, and he really didn't.
I say that Man of Steel was a good foundation, but we needed a second Superman movie. That's what I say.
I'll say every one
or
of
at least
Zack's,
a movie that understood Superman.
I'll say every one of Zack's DC movies was better than the last.
I feel the opposite. I think his best movie was Man of Steel.
I think the weakest of his three was Man of Steel.
See, that's what I mean. Like, people have different opinions.
Yeah,
about
It's
it.
weird
definitely
because
lean towards
Man
Man
of
of
Steel is
Steel,
more
yeah.
simplified, and BVS it's following all these plots. And again, like that movie makes sense if you've been building your universe for a while now, and it's like, okay, this is our crossing points. But yeah, it's just me. Yeah, but still, I remember it's weird. If for anybody who's the younglings, before the movie came out, everybody, vast majority were dodging on Ben Affleck. And then lo and behold, this came out, and when the movie came out,
I was one of them.
They were like, "Thank God he was cast as Batman because he was the best part."
People have been dogging on Batman castings for 40 years. It happened with Michael Keaton, happened with Bale a little bit, happened with Affleck, happened with Pattinson. It's never going to end.
All right. So next up is Jake. What is your next one?
So my next one, this one was especially depressing because this character has a lot of other good adaptations, even great adaptations, I'd say. And so far, their only outing in live action has been a rather terrible one, while they've been great in other forms of animation. And I'm going with the Arrowverse Vandal Savage. Did I take one from Darren?
Yeah, that was my next one.
Sorry. That was a hard character to watch. It didn't help that his story was so intertwined with Hawkman and Hawkgirl, who are terrible characters in their own right. But, you take away like all of his roots from his comic character and just flip them around with something that's not Vandal Savage. You do the minor stuff of instead of him being like 50,000 years old, he's only like a couple thousand, which fine, whatever you want to do that, then fine. But they call him Hath Set, which is a different character that does have a history with the Hawks, but that's not Vandal Savage at all. He's a caveman from prehistoric times, and you don't get any of that sense from him at all. I like Casper Crump as an actor, but I'll admit the accent was a little hard to get past. Like, he never has an accent in any other of his adaptations, so I don't know why they did it there. And it's depressing because, he's great in Justice League Doom. He's great in Young Justice. He's great in the Timverse. He has so many other good adaptations, but in the Arrowverse, he sucked. So, yeah.
I agree.
That was a rough watch. And it didn't help. Okay, another thing I just thought of. His, weird romance with Hawkgirl. It's like, okay, this is just weird. This isn't making you, sinisterly evil like you're meant out to be. It's like, you're just a fucking creep.
It's just a boring adaptation. Like, Vandal Savage is one of the most, as someone who's not an expert on the character whatsoever,
I love this character.
Who only knows the animated stuff. It's like, he is such a rich and cool character, and especially it being a time travel show where you can do so many interesting things with them.
Oh yeah,
just don't. And I think season 1 is actually a lot better than people give it credit for.
Yeah,
but it would be a lot.
Of him.
It's no. It's like if you swap him out with a different character, or even just make him a more interesting character, he really drags down the season. He is the main problem with that season.
Him and the Hawks, they really dragged down that first season. And it's sad because season 2 doesn't suffer from this, but season 1, you have a full cast of actual DC characters, and you screw the pooch with a third of them.
I had a cat emergency here, but the cats were in the room with me, and they started going crazy, and I'm like, "What is happening?"
Gotcha.
Now one of them
heard
is
any of what I was saying or not.
Yeah, I heard it. I had it on the speaker, but yeah, one of them is over here sleeping in the hammock, the big one, and the little one who had been sick has been feeling better, and so she keeps going over and trying to wake him up, and he's like, "I don't want to get up." So it's been this little battle between the two of them. So
someone yelled, "Mortal Kombat!"
Exactly.
I still stand by. They should have committed to that Mick Rory storyline, because that was the most interesting thing they ever did with Mick Rory.
What, the Kronos thing?
Yeah, the Kronos.
See, I didn't like
hunter.
that. I didn't like that.
Something he was stuck like that for 1,000 years, and they skip over that. They're like, well, we're not addressing it.
So I just don't think they should have done that story at all, because doing prime and proper Kronos in Legends of Tomorrow would have fit so properly because he's primarily a villain of the Atom. He's a time traveler.
Yeah.
Both of those things would fit Legends of Tomorrow. And let's face it, after season 4, they were really either scraping the bottommost barrel with villains or just making up their own villains. So they could have used some people.
She succeeded in waking him up. Now he just walked out of the room, so I don't know what's going to happen with that.
Vandal Savage, major disappointment.
All right. Moving up to 3-dub. I think this is number 3, right?
Yeah.
Your favorite number? 3-dub 3?
Yeah. This one is a little bit of 2 shows because they both, in my opinion, messed up with the character, and that was Vigilante from Arrow and Vigilante from Supergirl.
The fuck are you talking about?
Wait, hold on. Vigilante. By the way, love the hat.
Wasn't in Supergirl.
Yeah,
Supergirl?
Vigilante was in Supergirl. He went up against Jimmy Olsen as Guardian.
No.
That was Vigilante. Yes, it was.
The cowboy vigilante from
No, the one with the guns and stuff that he was fighting in the where Guardian was framed.
What the fuck? Let me see.
Episode 7. That was Vigilante.
It says here that there was.
Exactly.
Is his name Philip Karnowski or something like that, or
he's not Adrian Chase, but he's they screwed.
Yeah. It says here Philip Karnowski was a former Navy SEAL, the widower of Julie Karnowski. He became a rogue vigilante targeting criminals.
I'm seeing photos, but they don't look nothing like the vigilante we all know. So I'm assuming,
That's the thing. He's not vigilante.
He's a what's the word? A variant, if you will.
And they don't even call him vigilante there. He's called Barrage.
But I'm saying,
so you can't call it vigilante.
Anyways, Vigilante from Arrow is like the one I was.
The main one. The main one. Yeah. Let's see here.
They look better than the Peacemaker one.
I forgot about this character until 3-Dub just brought it up. I completely forgot that character.
Yeah, there's a reason.
Do
you disagree?
Listen, the suit design wise, sure, it looks close to the comics, but like fabric wise, what did I say? It looked like something like I could have done out of Home Depot or like Home Lowe's. And again, no shade against the costume designer, but I'm just like, that's when I look at it, I'm just man.
And I'll say this, and I've said this before, for like the 10 episodes of Arrow season 5 that he's in, really solid character.
Awesome.
Okay.
As soon as he takes that mask off, it's a different story.
Oh,
literally, who?
Okay, so before we move on to Darren, I just want to get through a couple super chats here. Cameron, I guess this came in while I was away. On social media, I saw a lot of people that didn't know that Catwoman and Bane and Kyle Rayner are Hispanic when DC posted Hispanic and Latino heritage. Really?
Oh, fuck yeah. I saw a little bit of that. Here's the thing, and I'll say this because I haven't seen the show, and I heard the guy is a cool dude. What's his name? Vibes? Is that the character?
I believe so, yeah.
I'm surprised I didn't see him in that
Carlos,
homage and whatnot. Like I haven't seen the show, but like I have his first issue, and he looks design-wise, he looks awesome.
Well, he's a major character for like all the seasons he's in.
Seasons, but he's the tech guy, right?
And he's like he's basically like Barry's best friend.
Yeah.
So
I'm like, and then I saw his costume, and I was just like,
so I would push back on him being a major character in every season he's in. After season like 3, they didn't know what to do with him.
I heard that too.
Well, I don't think they didn't know what to do with him. I think he was struggling with trying to figure out if he wanted to stay on the show or not. That's what I think.
So cool.
I think he was. I don't think he was making it easy for them because there were rumors of him wanting to leave the show to do other stuff for like 2 seasons. So
I stand by season 4.
Yeah, I think honestly, him and Caitlin should have left around that time.
I agree.
But
there was the perfect ending for him. Like
and there was
at the time, I was
for her too.
You're right. Like I was so pissed at the time. He was like, "Don't you dare like kick him out," because I loved him. But like looking back on it, it's like, oh, he could have went to the other world, been the new preacher, had a really good ending. You still could have brought him back. He could have done the crossover events and these special episodes and the season premieres or the finales, but yeah, I think that's
his departure in season 7 came at such an unfortunate time because he was leaving the show with its worst supporting cast.
Yeah,
Hey, you know that comment. Oh, go ahead. I don't think
no. We go back because I want to hear what you have to say about it. Go ahead.
It just like, especially like again, I didn't know about a lot of this stuff until I got older about like Selena and Bane and whatnot, and like especially Kyle. Like I told the story to I think I told it to Jake, but like I'll never forget it. I was either 2021, and you know I never always needed to see myself in TV. I was like, I just like this stuff went out, but I got to a point I was like, a lot of the metrics say a lot of Latinos show up for the movie theaters and show up for the box office. I'm like, how come we're not getting thrown a bone that isn't a landscaping guy or a cholo? And then again, I don't know comics. I'll never forget watching Hector Navarro and Jason Inman across social media keep telling me about this guy named Kyle Rayner. He's a Green Lantern. I'm like, not Hal Jordan, John Stewart. I looked him up, and dude, like Chicano, Latino dude. I'm pretty sure he's Mexican and Irish American. Born in LA, grew up in North Hollywood, and like, dude, I'm not Irish. It'd be nice if I was part Irish. But everything, all those checked my boxes, dude. I was just like, and he's a graphic artist. I'm just like, I am fucking.
Which is what made it such a cool lantern, the ability to like make constructs with being a graphic artist.
Anime, motorbikes and stuff. I was just like, oh.
Yeah, and see that's where you can differentiate just a little thing between the constructs of your lanterns. Like you have the motif of Kyle where he has the graphic design angle. And this is something that, granted I have my issues with this movie, but people were complaining that a number of Guy Gardner's constructs, aside from these, were kind of basic.
Yeah.
And I feel like that kind of fits Guy Gardner. He's not very creative. He's simple-minded. So like
we talk about how all the oh, go ahead, sorry, Bob. Go Bob.
like basic laser blast would fit him.
Yeah. Bob, you're saying what? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
I was just saying Guy Gardner's kind of a douchebag. That's his character.
Yeah.
I want to see Batman punch him in the fucking face.
I also want to point out that just like with the lanterns, the Flashes all also have different styles of using their speed and the things that they're really good at.
Some are faster and some are more intelligent with the Speed Force and the science.
Yeah.
And there's a whole varying thing to it.
I love that season 6 episode with Wally when he's coming in.
When he comes back and he knows how to use speed. He was
that was awesome.
Wally smoked Barry. Like I was like, this is one of the coolest things we've seen.
And then
him. Oh, sorry, guys.
Go ahead, Darren. It's fine.
I was just gonna say, like, even him in Crisis when he's doing the like break moves as he's bending down and he's grabbing the bullets and he's throwing the bullets in.
Earth
the
X.
gun.
I was like, it wasn't Infinite Earths.
Sorry, I meant Earth X.
I just if they would have left Wally at that spot in season 6, I mean, would you like to see him more after that? Sure. But that would have been a more conclusive bit because then they bring him back in season 9 and then open up a whole new thing for him. It's like the show's about to end. Why'd you do this?
They could have really benefited from keeping him back on the show because they were losing cast members like water. They needed someone.
I don't think they could have done that even if Kenan Lonsdale didn't have his problems.
Right.
You could see even in season 3 and 4, like for the little bit that Wally was there. Even in 5, whenever they had Nora, it was hard for them to do more than one speedster on screen at a time because of budget. Yeah, the budget kept getting lower and lower. So
you have to write it better. You have to. I stand by it. I think how you wrote John Henry Irons on Superman Lois is how you should have wrote Wally. Yeah. Have him have his own separate plot line in a different part of the show. It's still one show. He can still help out, but he's doing his own thing. So it's
and also like when you do the episodes where you're not using Barry, like when Grant was taking time away or whatever, just use Wally. Make him the character you're using. That would have made more sense.
Yeah, they could have. I'll say this: they should have done that for like a whole first third of the season thing in season 4 instead of bringing Barry back so quickly.
Yep.
Or just have Barry kind of deal with not having the Speed Force powers or whatever for a longer amount of time. I think they could have done that as well, to be honest.
Yeah, there's a lot of things they could have done.
That's true. Anonymous with the 199 super chat. Hope Kimmel don't concede any of Sinclair's ridiculous demands. Thank you for that.
I had an aneurysm reading that.
Yeah. No, I appreciate the super chat. Yeah, we talked about this earlier. I don't want him to capitulate to anything. I think he should stand his ground. Fuck the government in that regard and fuck big companies.
You see the sign? You guys probably talked about the sign, the Disney lot.
Andor.
Did you even watch Andor? And it just
I did see
That's
that.
funny.
I love how the internet, a lot of fellow friends have been just like posting all the Andor stuff. I'm like, this is why we need stuff like this. This is why X-Men 97 exists. It's just like,
Can you pull up Anonymous's thing right quick?
The one we just had?
No, it's the main comment.
Oh, wait, the Iris comment?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That took way too damn long. Figured that out.
Yeah, Neil figured it out because it was good breakfast. That was sweet.
Right. It's like man,
everything about her, sleeping with her, all of these things, you never knew it was a different person. But the breakfast, that was the thing.
No wonder Barry's an incompetent idiot by the end of this show.
And he's a detective. He's a detective. That's what he does.
Episode 1 of the series, you have him trace a set of tires with cow manure. I mean, come on.
That same season, he was declared the paragon of love. That's his thing. That's also the love of his life.
Someone brought this up. I don't remember when this was. We never really talked about it. But wouldn't Barry hear that she has no actual heartbeat? She has no pulse. She has no internal organs whatsoever.
Yeah, and because of her, I don't like to admit that this happened, but because like Nora is a mix of the Speed Force and him and Iris, wouldn't Barry be able to tell that there's none there?
Yeah, there's a lot of things that could have done. All right, so Anonymous says, when I asked about house cyber surgery, I talked about it the other day, but I don't think I went into a lot of detail because I still don't know how much of it he wants me to put online. So I will say that he's out. The surgery was successful. He's back home. I think he's back at work, actually. So as far as I know, as of today, he's been home for about a week now. There's been no issues unless something's going on that I'm not aware of. And I doubt that would be the case. I think I would know if something was happening. So as of right now, I think he's nice. Good. So I appreciate it. Why am I having an issue there with that?
What?
I can't on this. I've got 2 StreamYards open, and on one of them, I can't close a comment, but it's gone. Is the comment off the screen for you guys?
Yeah.
It's not for me.
Okay.
Let me. All right, hold on. I'm going to do this. I rarely do this.
Happen again, maybe.
So who went last?
I know. Hold on.
It's me. I'm next.
Yes, but let me show you guys. So this is the production camera.
Whoa, Mandela effect.
Mm-hmm.
So, wait, it disappeared. Never mind. Disappeared.
Earth 2 Eric is back.
Yeah.
No, that was Mirror Eric up there.
I have a production. I have a backup camera in case something happens with this computer because this one still sucks and I still haven't gotten a new one yet. Which, by the way, I will be getting one, but right now prices are crazy, so I need to go through and figure out what I want.
The
economy's doing great.
Yeah. So, Darren, go ahead. I think you're on 3, right?
3, yeah. I originally had Vento Savage for mine because I'm also not a huge fan of him there. As a last minute 7.
Sorry, Darren.
No, it's all right. Let's just go Harley Quinn from Joker 2.
It's a good thing Joe's not here because he loves Harley Quinn. So.
I mean,
don't you mean Lee?
Yeah, I don't hate her. I don't hate her because I feel like there's just not a lot there in general. Like it's kind of just
okay.
It's kind of just there, and going into a movie where I thought Lady Gaga, like you cast Lady Gaga to do this musical Joker movie in Arkham Asylum, I thought she was going to be the star. I thought they were going to do some really, really good stuff there, and she kind of just there. She's kind of just. A support for Joker, and I understand that's kind of also a little bit of the point, but I think that's such a waste of the potential of Harley Quinn as a character. Also, just Lady Gaga and what I thought they were going to be giving her there. I don't hate her, but I also don't. I feel nothing towards her.
Dalton says wasted potential there.
100%. Yeah. And again, an Arkham movie with Harley, that could have been really, really cool, and it's just. I didn't feel nothing.
Man, you can't get an Arkham movie. You can't get an Arkham show. Come on.
Bob, did you have her on your list? Because you sound like you had a reaction to his comment, or do you like her? And
no. I do not have her on my list.
Okay,
although I think he makes good points. But for me, I have to go with Steel, as played by Shaquille O'Neal.
Okay, I agree with
yeah.
that one. Yeah, yeah. That was
Atrocious. I saw it like earlier this year, and I'm like, wow.
I'm sorry.
No wonder I haven't been
for the
watching
first
this.
time.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
What?
I haven't seen it. I won't.
Darren-
I don't need
Darren's
it.
not seen it.
I don't need
Oh
to. I
my
don't need to.
god!
I haven't seen
Darren,
it.
it has a lower rating than Batman and Robin, and that should tell you something.
Yeah, I mean, I
haven't done it.
don't believe for a second that Steel is like a engineering genius or anything. There's nothing about it that works.
That's funny.
Plus, he's the only character in that movie that's actually from comics.
Yeah.
And I've been saying this. Superman and Lois still needs to be the standard for how you do that character in the future.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
And my adventure
Standard for Steel and Superman.
There are so many successful things from Superman and Lois that we'll never see again, I think, to be honest. All right, so Jake, that brings us to you.
So my number 3, there's a lot of characters from this I could have picked here. I'm going to Smallville for this one.
No.
And like I said, a lot of characters they adapted, a lot of characters that were adapted not great. And kind of like Darren did for Harley and Joker 2, this is a character that I just kind of feel nothing for because she was pretty much a nothing character.
Okay.
Even though she appeared a lot. Lana Lang.
Oh, no, 3-dub.
I'm not Lana fan, so.
Lana doesn't like, or he doesn't like Lana either.
But it's Smallville. I thought you liked everybody on Smallville.
When you make Lana just the sex doll of that show, just the voluptuous female icon to be desired without any character at all, that is just
someone in the chat said that 3-dub is Klana. That's what.
No, I'm Clois. 24/7.
Well, that was just one of the worst things you could have done to a character. And like you were saying, Eric, Superman and Lois showed how you do that character right because she had layers, she had complexity.
She was one of the best characters on the show, to be honest.
I'll agree.
Yeah, I was disappointed they cut her contract in season 4.
Yeah.
I mean, they cut like 90% of the cast contract with season 4.
Yeah, but she was one of the ones that I was surprised on, for sure.
I was glad because I remember when they first.
No, look.
Oh. Okay. But no, I remember when they first announced Lana for that show, and I got incredibly worried because I was like, wait, don't do what every other CW has done with a damn love triangle, and don't pull in early seasons of Smallville, don't pull a Flash or an Arrow where like there was just a lot of unnecessary romantic drama, but Lana was just, again, a nothing character in Smallville. There was really no point for her being there, especially that long. Like I get, her being Clark's high school girlfriend, but she was
Darren, were you Klana all day for Smallville?
She was in that show for way too long.
I liked her sometimes. Like within a season's run, I'd be like, "Oh wait, she's getting." Oh wait, no, they're back to normal.
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh wait, they're doing something."
Wow,
Oh
Chris,
no, they're back.
Wow, Chris called it. Okay.
She became unredeemable, in my opinion, when she started dating Lex.
Yeah, they should have dropped her after season 4. Season 3, or even season 3.
There's a lot of characters from Smallville I could have picked.
Yeah.
I was afraid you're going for one.
Oh, all right.
You
So
got all the broccoli.
You've been afraid of that twice now, and I know exactly who you're thinking. I know exactly who you're thinking.
Chronic, I will message you on Discord. We'll talk about it on Discord. Big Fieldy here with a $2 super chat. And Bob, we trust. Well, shout out to Bob from Big Fieldy. Glad to see you, Big Fieldy. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for the super chat as well. All right, that brings us to the 4th pick from 3-dub. We're getting close to the end here. 3-dub, what is your 4th selection?
Give me a second because I got to look up at this character because it just came to me while I was thinking about Smallville. Okay. So my number 4 is also a Dean Cain character, and that is Curtis Knox, who in the show was a little like Vandal Savage as he was immortal, but they didn't say his name because they couldn't use him. So Dean Cain as Curtis Knox in season 7.
Wait, season 7 of what? Smallville?
Smallville, yeah.
I didn't know he was in. I didn't know he was in Smallville.
Yeah. Smallville and Supergirl. Sucked in both.
Yep. He's really good at that.
All right, Darren, what is it?
Actually, there were a few. There were some Superman alumni that starred in Smallville, and then Dean Cain was also in it.
All right, my number 4. I almost hate doing this because he gets so dogpiled on. I almost think he gets. I almost think he sometimes gets even a little too much hate sometimes. Because I see what they're doing with it, but he's still not. He is by definition a bad adaptation of the character. And I think the only way you can even process this character is you have to think about it as Elseworld and them just trying stupid stuff.
Are you about to do it?
Going back to Titans with Bruce Wayne from Titans. Batman, Bruce Wayne.
I love Ian Glenn, but he was so poorly cast for that.
I think, like, in theory, I think that's why I kind of defend him a little bit. People are like, "Why does he look so old?" I was like, "Because it's an old Bat." Like, the point is, it's supposed to be an older Batman.
Even still, he wasn't masking his British accent. He would have been a better cast for Alfred.
It's a really they just take it in the weirdest decisions. And just
that same Dean Cain, yes.
He's just having a very good time in training.
Yeah.
Where they take the character in season 3, it's by definition a bad take on the character that it has to be Elseworld. It's okay, yeah, this is the Batman that kills and runs away scared because he made a mistake. It's this is not a good. This is not a great take on that character.
Tries to blow up his house with himself still in it.
It's.
I feel like they borrowed that. I feel like they borrowed that from a game. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I feel like a Batman game did that. Yeah, no, Darren, I get what you're saying. I hated how they turned him into basically this abusive father who turns the Robins into child soldiers and tortures them.
Yeah.
Dean Cain looks like a baked potato.
Now, why go insult a baked potato?
Oh no!
Yeah,
that's fucking hilarious. An over baked potato.
Just
all right, Bob, number 4 for you.
I've got the very standard picks, and I think it's because I haven't kept as much up with the CW verse. But my number 4 is going to be Jared Leto's Joker.
Oh,
so generic, so just.
You want beef? No. You want beef?
You don't want no beef?
30 seconds to Mars.
You are my gift to this massive hunka.
Yeah, not a fan. No.
Look, I will stand by the fact that I think the design and the concept of him being a modern gangster was a good idea.
Sure.
I think the execution.
I didn't like the All-Star Joker though. I hated that.
Well, they didn't even have to do that. I think just taking him out of that Zoot Suit era and making him more modern for me is fine. If he wouldn't have sounded so ridiculous and been so stupid in the dialogue that he had, but it is what it is.
You think Jared Leto aside, because fuck Jared Leto, obviously.
Yes.
But do you think?
What about Tron Ares, Darren?
No.
What about Tron Ares? Yeah.
Not Tron Ares, not He-Man. I'm good.
Morbius?
But do you think if he would have had a little bit more time to spread his wings, it would have grown on us? Because we didn't get him very much, right? We had him a little in Suicide Squad, a little in Justice League.
I'll say he was better for his one scene in Justice League than he was.
I literally was gonna say that. Yeah, even though the reach around thing, which.
That was funny, but that's Zach's.
I could believe someone especially that take. I believe him saying that.
We never really got any proper Batman and Joker dialogue. I mean, they had very limited interactions.
And they literally did that in the end just so that could happen.
Yeah.
I
still stand by it with Jesse Eisenberg, where it's he wasn't good, but I understand why people didn't like him with what we got, but I think if we would have got more of him, it would have been this Spider-Man No Way Home moment where like, oh, that's what they were doing with him.
But to me, I think that sums up the DCEU for me in a nutshell.
100%.
Is
Every
potential.
like that.
Potential.
Yeah.
There's so much potential with what they had, and only a couple of things really fulfilled the potential. I think.
Sorry, I hate that word. I just hate the word potential. This story is completely unrelated, but I'll keep it short. One of my high school music instructors drilled the negative impact of that word in my head. Because they hated the word potential too, and now I have the effect. And they would ask, someone would ask, why do you hate it? Because I hate potential because you could be, but you're not.
So it's just weird because there's some like ace up, no pun intended, ace up their sleeves with like casting and what they could have done. Like in a world where like that take of Batman from Ben Affleck, which I dig like 90% of it.
Yeah. I don't like how he was written, but his performance was
and
what
like again, like, even like look at this. Oh, what were you gonna say, Jake?
What was the 10% that you didn't dig?
I mean, it's almost like a kicking the horse dead, but like it's the gun and like killing all stuff like that stuff. And I get it, Zack Snyder. We're living in a fucking dream world. I get it.
So,
but something like that, it feels like it should be earned. I feel like that should have been an earned thing.
So I'll say, even though I didn't necessarily like this, I'll give a reason why I think it was quote unquote earned. And you can agree with this or not. Because they've said in various DC runs, and Jason Todd has even asked Bruce this. He said, if someone killed Dick Grayson, if it was Richard who died and not me, would you cross the line and kill? And Bruce has said yes. Considering Dick was the dead Robin in these movies, it makes sense that Bruce crossed the line.
You know what? They probably could have made me like fully believe it, but because that movie was just throwing me that Superman, he's depressed again.
It did too much. Yeah.
Like that I feel like there's space there to do that. Yeah. And like with Ben, I could completely buy it. Go watch Gone Girl, go watch Argo, go watch The Town. I could completely he could take a turn.
Yeah.
It's just like
that movie. Like I always say that movie, even though I like parts of it, I always call it ambitious but flawed.
And look, I think one of the best castings of the era of any comic book related thing, they got Margot Robbie to play Harley Quinn, and not only as like another page for another like upcoming actress at that time, she became or was really a big fan, and like I'll never forget seeing her on set reading the books. Yeah, and like looking like she's really into it. Like I love that.
Because before this, she was really just
Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah, she was just in for that breakout scene.
I don't want no beef. You want no beef? You don't want no beef. You don't want no beef.
I just love how you skipped you've left out the best part of that scene.
An Arby's commercial.
Whenever Joker's like giving Harley to him, and she goes and she just barks like a dog. I don't know why I find that scene so funny.
Is this the one where he also goes by honka honka?
Yeah. That's what I was saying earlier.
Yeah.
All right, so I think we're at Jake now for your number 4th one, Jake.
All right,
so number 4. Your number 4th one.
So mine's a little bit of an obscure one.
Okay.
This is my only animated one on this list. And I already wasn't a big fan of this character in the comics that I had read her in, and this animated adaptation that I'm talking about actually predates her live-action debut, which I'm also not a fan of for reasons. But I'm going with Batwoman from Batman Bad Blood. That movie pisses me off for so many reasons. The obvious bit where they had essentially built up Nightwing as a character through like 3 movies. You finally give him the mantle of Batman, do the whole Batman Reborn thing when Bruce is thought to be gone. And that's like a subplot of a subplot within the movie. And like the entire crux of the movie until Bruce comes back, and even a good amount of it until then, is it's like an episode of The Hills with Kate Kane. It's just a bunch of, relationship drama that you're not interested in. I'm not saying it because of her preferences. She's just a weak character in the film. She reminds me of another character that I hate so much, Rodimus Prime. hot rod, and she is basically the hot rod of that movie. For anybody who's seen the movie, the opening fight between Batman and the Heretic, she's getting involved when she doesn't need to. She's getting her ass kicked, and she's the reason why Batman gets distracted and supposedly dies. And then she just has these things whenever she's back and goes, oh, I'm not associated with you. And Bruce is like, if you're not associated with me, then why are you wearing my symbol? And it's just so many stupid things that I don't understand how you can get. Like, it's just every single thing you should not do. It didn't feel earned. Luke Fox in that movie, his transition into Batwing in that movie felt way more earned than anything that they ever did with Kate Kane. And she was just an incredibly weak character. Like I said, didn't love her live action debut either. But part of my initial disinterest for going into the show in the first place was how much I detested this particular version.
All right. Well, I don't think I have any animated stuff on my list.
I don't know if anyone's seen that movie.
Yeah, I've seen it. I don't.
I heard that was
honestly,
not good.
Yeah, I didn't think it was very good.
It's rough, and it could
yeah.
have been so good if you just run with the Dick Grayson as Batman and the Damian stuff. That's a whole movie right there.
So far, no one has picked anything on my last 5, so I'm doing good right now. We have one more round to go, and then we'll get to mine. And I actually have one extra one just in case, but I don't know if I'm going to use it because no one's picked mine yet. So 3Dub, what is your last choice?
Well, I was going to think about going with the obvious on Flash, but I decided to go a little more obscure, and I'm going with the entire universe of Tomorrowverse.
Okay.
I extremely hate the specifically the World one.
That's the which one?
The Justice League World.
Oh, gotcha. So you just hate all of it, the whole thing.
I did not like the from what we got in the previous New 52 lineup to this. It was a complete downgrade.
Let's not pretend that everything in that previous lineup was stellar.
I mean, no, but it was at least entertaining.
All right, so moving on, Darren, what is your last one?
My last one. This one's gonna get me some broccoli, I think.
Oh boy!
But I think this is like objectively true.
Okay.
Not with necessarily. I mean, you can argue this for sure, but not necessarily her thing on the show itself, but how they ended this version of the character.
Okay.
Dick is gonna agree with me because I think what they did with her at the end is very disrespectful to the character as a whole.
Oh boy!
Laurel Lance.
Oh,
the first one, Arrow.
I was wondering if that was
First one Laurel, right?
Wait, hold on, Darren. What am I disagreeing with?
What am
I
No.
disagreeing
I
with?
said that you would agree with me.
Oh, agree. Okay.
Just like how disrespectful that they were to that version of the character,
I
and
would
how
even
they
say
were.
that started as early as season 3.
Yeah, like they were consistently, I think, writing her in a kind of a weird way to begin with. Like,
However, Earth 2 Laurel Lance is a different
Earth
story.
2 is a lot better. I'm a big fan of her too.
Yeah, if we could have just got like an amalgamation of those two, you would have got the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have just liked to start with that a little bit. Like, it would have been kind of nice to just merge the two and like in a way that
Short Car says Felicity was better anyways.
Hell no. Sorry.
I love it. Somebody clip that.
No woman with the last name Smoke on Arrow is a good character.
Ooh.
And you prefer.
Okay. You know what? I just realized something. Mia is sometimes a good character because I was realizing, I was like, oh wait, she started as a Smoke. So I partially take that.
Darren's like shaking in his chair. I feel like he's gonna say that.
All right, I'll do it. I'll take Felicity Smoke over 1 through 3 Laurel, but Earth X or like Earth 2 is better than both.
Wow.
Maybe I should have saved that for the hot take episode.
That's okay.
I
That's all right.
actually like Felicity in the first couple seasons. I'm a big fan. It's the later stuff that
in the first season, she's fine.
Felicity was from the
I
comics,
argue.
but she was nothing like the character in the TV show.
She is the stepmother of Firestorm.
Yeah.
She has nothing to do with Oliver Queen.
Yeah.
Someone timestamp that.
Yeah, that was great.
I agree, Chris. I think season 3 is when it starts to go downhill a little bit.
Yes.
But like even then, she'll like have moments where I'm like, oh, that's a nice scene, and then it'll be a plot line where I'm like, oh, that's.
I didn't start disliking Felicity as a character really until season 4. That's when I really started.
What was Ronan reacting to, by the way?
The thing I said
That's
about
fine,
Firestorm,
but like, oh man.
the thing I said about Firestorm, that was what he got shot.
Yeah, wow.
But I'll say this, even though, Felicity, not a great character, but the brief stint where she was kind of going against the team in season 5, I'm like, this is the most interesting thing they've done with the character in a while. I'm not saying I love it, but it was more
Just
interesting
season 5.
than what?
Up until season 5, I was like, all right, now I'm interested.
So I think she's fine in season 1. Season 2 is where she starts to fall apart for me. And then 3 and 4, it shits the fucking bed.
Right.
5 is a little bit of a return to form. 6 and 7 are very, very up and down. And she's not in 8.
I do think Slade should have killed her in season 2.
I think she should.
I like her, but I think that.
I mean, so I'll say this: would I? So, I'm going to give another thing here.
That's fine.
Would I have traded this for the back half of 3 and season 4 if it meant this? I don't know, but she should have just died in the limo.
Okay. That being said, Bob, what is your last pick?
Well, this is gonna be more of a hot take. This is just a character I've never enjoyed watching ever.
Okay.
Whenever they're on screen, I find it repellent. I know that's part of the point, but still makes me not want to watch them. I would rather watch any other version of this character. I'm going with Danny DeVito's Penguin.
Wow. That's a pretty cold one though. Like I feel like that's out of left field. I didn't expect. Look,
that interpretation.
I like being surprised. That surprises me. So that's a good one. I think. Like Jake is just completely mind blown. He's like, he's pacing. He doesn't even know what to do.
You know,
I'm sorry, I broke the screen.
Yeah, no, he's not the first one I've heard disrespect the character. Because no joke, I was talking about this with a buddy of mine. He said he didn't like Danny DeVito because, and I quote, he is a disgusting horn dog mutant of a character.
Well, I mean that's
that's like the point of a character. The point, but it doesn't make me like him anymore.
The thing is that
I'm with you, Ronan.
To sort of like piggyback on what Bob is saying, one of the issues that they had with that movie in terms of marketing was that they expected the Penguin to be like the Penguin from the cartoon or from Super Friends or something like that. And then it came along and it's like biting noses off and doing all these weird things. And so they immediately were like, we can't put these out for children's toys because the character has sharp teeth and bites people. Like we can't put that on toys. So that
for
was
a
like
lot of
drama.
people, he's part of one of the reasons why Batman Returns is under OG Batman Nicholson and all. Like for a lot of people, like besides the fact that it went full Tim Burton, and I've always, for the longest time, ever since I was a kid, people have just been like, "Thank God Michelle Pfeiffer was Selena Kyle."
I was about ready to say Catwoman.
I kind of love it for the fact that it went full on Tim Burton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, is it my favorite thing Burton's done? No, but like you can clearly tell that's a Tim Burton picture.
Literally, no one has picked anyone on my list yet. So, and Jake is the last one. So, I'm going to see if Jake is going to pick one on my list because I have one alternate. So now I'm safe if you did, but I don't know if you're going to pick one. So
maybe. So, going to Gotham for this one.
Okay, you're definitely not picking one of mine then.
All right. Again, kind of like Smallville, a lot of characters I could have picked here because this was a show that just did whatever the hell it wanted with its source material.
Yep.
And like I said, and I've said this before, I think as a whole, Gotham got better every season. Like season 1, I thought was fine enough, and then 2 got better, 3 got better, 4 got better. and 5 has got a lot of great things in it.
I'm about to say you better not say it got better.
But it's also got a lot of messy things in it, including several bastardizations of certain villains.
Okay.
And the most egregious of these is Bane.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't understand what in God's name they were thinking there. Like, you have, like, they had the Peñadura stuff, but even then, all they do is mention that he is from Peñadura. He doesn't have a history with Gordon. Like, if you're going for recognition of the character in any way, then Batman and Robin Bane is more recognizable than this one, because he's just a terrible character. Like, there's nothing interesting about him. He has no interesting dynamics. I'm not going to say like the actor was at fault or anything, but they do a moment from the comics that is specifically a moment between him and Batman, with him and another character that I won't spoil. I won't spoil it. They don't.
No way.
They do a moment, but it's not between him and Batman. I'm not going to say what it is.
That's wild.
You're going to have to tell me whenever you see that point, because I want to hear what you think of it. They know exactly what I'm talking
Just
about.
watch me like text him in the middle of the night, be like, Jake, are you fucking kidding me?
But also, like, if we're talking about like characters, like just from a visual standpoint, the design is actually pathetic. It is god awful. It doesn't really look like Bane in the slightest. In fact, Eric, I don't know if you want to pull this up, but I just put a picture of it in the mod chat if you want to throw it up on stream for people who aren't familiar with it.
I have one. Hold on.
Oh, okay. Is it the same picture that I posted?
I mean, there's a few of them, but I've got one that's like a full body shot. If that's what you're.
Yeah.
No.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Hold on.
Ronan just looked it up. I just visibly saw his heart break. Oh, I mean,
no.
What in the James Franco New Goblin is this?
I'm gonna say he literally looks like James Franco meets like Terminator 3 or like.
I was about to say that's a crappy T800, right?
And he, I'll go ahead and say this: the way he gets beat is one of the stupidest things the show ever did.
Someone pulled a cord or what?
No, it's not related to cords at all. There is this makes me mad even saying it, but bats are used like actual literal bats, and they chew up his face.
Yeah. All right. Now we get to my list here.
I think I might have just broke wrong.
Then we're going to do the super chats. Then we're going to do the polls, and then we're going to wrap up the stream. But before we do that, I want to say thanks to everybody who stuck out with us. At one point, we had 150 people watching between two channels. So thank you guys so much for being here. If you're one of the people, we still have like 80 people watching between two channels at 2:00 in the morning, East Coast time. If you're still watching, make sure you like, subscribe, leave a comment on this video. If you didn't watch all of it, watch it on playback, and make sure you head over and follow and support everybody who is part of the panel here, who have their channels and their own shows going on, because they come here just to hang out, just to be here and hang out with us. They're not here for any other reason except to be a part of the community and have a fun chat. So definitely go over and check those guys. So
you're not sending us no checks?
No checks.
Wait a minute. What?
No checks. Here is my 5, which surprisingly no one picked any of these.
Okay.
So we're gonna start out with number 5. It's from Smallville. It's a character who is there's 2 iterations of this character, and they managed to blend them together into one, which didn't make a lot of sense. And that is Ted Kord Blue Beetle from Smallville.
Yeah, that was stupid.
Agreed.
I did. What did you say?
I said I agree.
Yeah, it was not good. Not a big fan of that. So the next one I have is a character that had a lot of, as Jake hates, potential to do something, but we never got it. And that was Raven from Titans.
Yeah.
Even then, I'd argue she was one of the better characters on
I
the
was
show.
what I saw, I liked her.
The first season and part of the second season, I think, was good, and then it just went downhill with the whole Themyscira thing and all of that.
That's right. She goes there, right? Yeah.
Like she made sense when Trigon was there, but after that, not so much.
Speaking of Trigon, oh my God,
Yeah.
what a bad.
Oh
movie.
Yeah.
I
Good
did consider
God.
putting. I considered putting that one.
Yeah.
Both
yeah.
times they did them
Twice.
twice. They both sucked.
Yeah.
I saw a little bit of the images. You know what? You guys are warriors. I don't know how you guys went through those seasons. I just picked it, and I was just like, "Well, thank God I'm not."
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Me and Darren probably needed a lot of therapy. After
Jake
seeing
and
that.
Darren's got it covered.
Number 3 for me is from Smallville. And I don't remember if anybody said this. If they did, I'll do my alternate, but it is a Smallville character. And that is Deadshot from Smallville.
Oh!
Yeah, I think.
Oh
Jake
my
did that
God!
Did you say that one, Jake?
one.
No, I'm just saying that was so damn bad.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Really, really, really bad.
Man, both characters that relate to death in their name were done terribly.
All right. Number
season 10, episode 2, Shield.
number 2 for me was a tough one.
I'm looking up these characters and facial reactions is killing me.
Number 2 for me.
Van
Number 2.
Helsing?
Yeah.
Fucking Van Helsing. Now look up Slade Wilson on Smallville.
Yeah. Number 2 for me is a character where I'm like, okay, this is exciting, and then it was just not good at all. And to be fair, we didn't get a lot of time with this character. Like, not a lot at all. But I was curious what could happen, but I have to go with what we got. And that is Booster Gold from Legends of Tomorrow.
Yeah. Not great.
I actually hate Booster Girl from Smallville more.
Well, you can just put them together.
love
But
David as Booster
I
Gold.
loved him, but I needed to see more, and they didn't do anything with it, and all we got is what we got, and I just didn't think it was very good.
I think he was going to get his own
I mean,
show.
I think Donald Faison is a good cast, but they just did nothing with the character.
Yeah.
But they didn't have time. I don't think they had the chance to.
Now, number 1 for me is I've had a personal vendetta against this character, and I've mentioned this character many, many, many times when I've talked about characters I hate from the Arrowverse. This character is almost always been my number 1 character in terms of like who I hate, and I don't use hate very lightly. This character I cannot stand. This character has ruined many episodes for me. Matter of fact, there's one episode in particular that this character was so awful in that it is probably in my top 5 worst episodes of TV of all time. And that is Carrie Cutter Cupid from Arrow. I hate that character. I hate that character. Not only was she never one of my favorite characters from the comics, but the iteration we have of her on Arrow is so fucking annoying that I can't even. The episode where she like beats everybody up in the church is so fucking infuriating.
That, like, fake wedding episode.
Yes.
Yeah.
She manages to beat everyone, including Oliver.
And season prior when she debuted, she beat Roy. Like, how does that happen?
How does she have the training to beat these people when she's literally just some random person that lost their mind and has a bow and arrow? It's like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, and I'll say this too, Ronan. Maybe like cover your ears for like 10 seconds. They killed Deadshot, but they keep her alive.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Warner Brothers.
All right. That's my list. That's it. We're going to look at the polls. Before we do that, let's answer these super chats. You guys have been very generous tonight. We hit the goal on both channels. That's incredible. This is Lone Wolf chiming in with a $2 super chat. Mirror Master, Grundy, Emiko, Longbow Hunters, and Bane Gotham. That's his list.
Oh my God. No, season 7 of Arrow, the back half of it almost broke me.
Have a good night, Candles.
The back half of that season almost shattered me.
Longbow Hunters literally went nowhere.
No, they were nothing.
And then another $2 super chat. Batman and Killing Joke because hooking up with Barbara. Like,
please get that off the screen.
I don't know if that's necessarily bad characters, but man, that was a bad idea for a storyline.
Okay.
No,
I hate this moment. But can I share something hilarious that happened the night I saw that in the theater?
oh no. Okay, go ahead.
Oh.
So me and my old man are in the theater watching that movie. It's like a one-night release.
Yep.
And we're getting through the movie. We're not loving it, but we're like, this is fine. And as soon as that scene happens, we're both jaw dropped. We're like, what the fuck's going on? And then it transitions to the scene where she's like wrapped in a bathroom towel and like wiping steam off a mirror. And she asked to herself, Barbara Keene Gordon, what the hell have you done? Well, sitting in this theater in front of us is a row of like 5 girls. And right after that scene transition happens, and you see her going on the mirror, Barbara Keene Gordon, what the hell have you done? Girl sitting right in front of me goes, Batman. I fucking lost it in the theater because that was the only silver lining to come out of that scene was that theater reaction.
My friends have never been more passionate about debating me about something like that, and they're like, "How the fuck did they do that?" And like, listen, I'm not saying that like it's my favorite thing in the whole world. I didn't have too much of I didn't have big issue because again, what I had grown up with Batman Beyond, where they alluded to it, they didn't flat out said it. But
yeah,
I'll never forget my friends coming out of that theater, and like usually they don't like to talk about movies like that stuff, and they were like, "What the fuck? What about Dick Grayson?" And like, "What the fuck?" And I was just like, "Yeah," and like, listen, I don't
because that ruins part of the movie for me. It makes Batman going after the Joker. It takes it from
hollow. Yeah,
man,
it takes away
like he went after my friend's daughter who was like innocent in this whole thing. Versus, now he's going after my woman. It's like that's so tacky.
Yeah, that doesn't help it. Yeah,
Dalton here says,
Darren, you're doing it again, Darren.
Dalton has a complete with everybody's list. Submit your complaints, Dalton. Submit them. Staggerford, the 190 super chat says gold chain the Flash. So
I'm gonna go ahead and predict that the complaint
gold
with
face,
everybody's
you mean?
list.
Yeah, hold on. That's an actual character you get with here on the if you're a channel member. It's one of the emotes here. I'm gonna share it.
I'm gonna go ahead and predict the complaint with everybody's list is that there weren't enough Smallville characters on it.
There it is right here.
Vernon, you frozen?
No.
Oh, okay. You were just incredibly still for a minute.
Did anybody mention Donna from Titans?
So
no.
I've seen parts of Titans with her.
I haven't seen
and she was my favorite part of that show until that.
I like her up until the actual thing.
Until a character that shouldn't get hurt by lightning gets killed by lightning.
That bit is stupid. That's dumb.
So stupid. I'll say this: that year was okay. So right around the time Crisis aired that year, I made a tweet. I said, "So Titan thinks that they have the worst electricity death to a DC character in 2019." I wrote in that tweet, Batwoman Crisis, hold my beer.
But also, I want to point out, in Wonder Woman 84, we see her flying through the sky on lightning. But then on Titans, Wonder Girl gets killed by lightning.
And I heard that she gets a stick falls on her. And she just like this. And I was just
you're telling me she couldn't have moved out of the way?
Oh,
I wanted a spinoff, man. Like I really enjoyed her character. I thought she was actually one of the better parts of the show.
I thought Connor Leslie was great in the role.
Yeah,
I love that cast so much. I wanted them to do spinoffs where they can get better writers and they can actually do something with those characters.
All right. So, with that being said, I'm going to end the poll in my Debunks channel first. We're going to see what Grifty channel you guys want me to do a bonus video on next week, and let's see who won. I'm ending the poll now. And you guys have selected over there 40% want a critical drinker video. Okay.
I was about ready to say he's gonna be the front runner. It's him or no.
Yeah, we're gonna head over to critical drinker. So thank you guys over there. Let's see what you chose on the Reloaded channel for us to talk about.
I'm not even looking and I already know what won.
Let's see. 31% is hottest takes ever. Okay. So we'll be doing that as a bonus topic at the end of a stream. So everybody get your hottest take, whatever it is, and get ready.
All right.
And we're gonna debate it.
Okay. Are we gonna do okay.
It's not 5. This is just whatever your hottest one.
Oh, damn it! I was gonna say that could be fun to do 5.
Yeah, you could do more than one, but we're not gonna do like a set number. Like it's not gonna be everybody has to do 5.
Okay.
So
just anything, right? Any pop culture,
any pop culture take you have. It doesn't matter if it's Star Wars, Star Trek, comic book, animated movie, TV show, whatever it is. And then you have to defend your hot take. So whatever, you have to be able to defend it. You have to be able to talk your way through it to make it make sense. And when I say make it make sense, it means that even if I disagree with you, I still have to understand why you're saying this. So
I don't. Some of those things I don't think any of us will still understand.
I didn't say you have to be successful at it. You have to attempt to do that. So,
Darren, were you looking up there? You're like, is there any hot take material on that show?
I always do that. I
always call you out on it too.
I now just came up with one, and it has to do with a show I think we all collectively love of recent times, and I'll just leave it at that.
Oh,
and it has to do with. Never mind. I'm not gonna say more. I'm not gonna say more. I have a hot take about that. Yeah.
I think I might not know the take, but I think I know the show.
All right. So for people in the chat, because I know some people are going to ask what a hot take is. So I'm going to give you an example, right? So like Star Wars hot take would be the prequels are better than the sequels. Like that would be a hot take, right? Or the sequels are better than the prequels would be a hot take. Something along those lines.
Yes, that second one, yes.
Yeah.
But the first one,
Or-
no.
Yeah.
Any Star Wars opinion on Earth at this point is a hot
At this
take.
point, exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it all depends on the age of the person you're talking to.
Yes.
Right. So that would be something like that. Paigey says I'm getting pizza for dinner.
I hope they don't have
What
Papa John's
kind?
where he's at.
That's his hot take. He's getting pizza for dinner.
I just hope they don't have Papa John's where he
Ooh,
is.
that's a good one.
South Texas Shark says he has a hot take. All right.
Wait. What did Chris say? Oh, the Lion King is overrated.
Ooh.
Underrated.
Oh, and you know what we might do is we might even do like some sort of like a ranking system
Harrison's
on that.
got a hot take.
Like what we might do is we might put everybody's name on a poll, like, and then see what the chat votes has the best hot take.
You know, Lance likes to be on a poll.
Oh no. All right, so with that being said, I think we're going to wrap it up here. I want to thank everybody for hanging out. Don't forget to go over and support all the channels that have joined us on the stream tonight. Really appreciate it. Thanks for everybody that donated in super chats on both channels. We hit the goal on both channels tonight, so thank you so much. Again, bonus video from Critical Drinker from me next week, and we're going to be doing our hot takes on Monday, so make sure you guys tune in on Monday. Ronan, someone said you didn't have your review for Peacemaker up. I guess you're going to be working on that, though?
No, it's out now. I put it up now. It was
Okay.
just it's some odd stuff, but like, yeah, it's up now, and then mañana we do the stream.
Gotcha. Okay. Jake is still going to be live on Sundays at 7:00 with his Lost Levels.
Yep.
Check out 3Dub's channel for video content. Darren, when is your next live stream?
Next live stream will be on Monday.
Before the podcast, right? Okay.
If one of us doesn't get arrested, because I just heard sirens.
I know. I have my window open because my cats were in here, so I have my window open. And Bob, are you stream tonight? Are you streaming again this weekend or no?
Next time I'm streaming will either be Monday or Tuesday. I don't know exactly when. I have a podcast. It's usually on Monday, but may not be this week. Definitely Tuesday though.
Yeah, I didn't know if you were doing a bonus stream or anything like that. Yeah,
I just want to say something for the people here that were on my last one. They will appreciate this. I know, especially Dalton will.
Next door?
No, it's not that. No, it's not related to that. Protocol 10 will commence in 2 days.
Is there a Palpatine impression?
No, it was my Hugo Strange impression from
All right. With that being said, one more thing before I go. If you guys want to join the Discord, it's pinned at the top of the chat. Hit the link over there. Come in. Make sure you ask for your role request. What do you want to be? You want to be a debunker? You want to be a reloader? You want to be both? Whatever. Put it in the role request. Join the Discord. Also, if anybody wants to buy anything from my merch shop, we've already had 3 or 4 t-shirts sold and a hat. Thank you guys so much for supporting. Head over. The link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. Anyway, that's it. I will see everybody on Monday and go and support everybody. Take care. Have a great night. Bye.